my face on camera. Welcome to the stream. I haven't launched anything yet. I think I have updates to make on my mods. I don't know. Modding is such a nightmare. It takes so much time to do everything. I just got out of a very long D&D session, and then ate, and now I'm streaming. And before I was playing D&D, I was playing CK3. It was going really well. The Let's Play of CK3 on YouTube is going really well. I'm loving it. Having a blast with it. So yeah. That's pretty fun. That's pretty fun. Let's launch New Vegas. Get my keyboard tray in position. My feet are cold. I hate it. I have a heat gun. I have a freaking heat gun connected. This of course makes a huge racket, but I can use I can use this to warm my feet. This is gonna be bad if I do that. Pro tip: don't use a heat gun for its unintended purpose. Even if your feet are cold, and even if you're gonna start sneezing. I am inside of a sleeping bag though, so that's gonna help a little bit. So, mod. I type mod organizer. It pops up. My glasses look like. I mean, they don't look. They are all dirty. They're dirty glasses. Dirty glasses. And rubbish glasses as well. I've been over the last year. I've been meaning to buy new glasses, and I haven't, because Corona. I'm gonna say Harry writes something. Can I actually read that if I force? By the way, Colonel RPG. Remember when I could squint. Squinting is cheating. If I squint, I actually can see, because it's the using the finger thing strategy. That's why people squint. You can see better. But if I force the pupils, that's how you actually get over whatever eye thing you have. Remember when that was, yeah, can't read that. You look like you're selling cocaine, potentially. I don't know what you wrote. Anyway, got my glasses cleaned. They are mildly better than before. You look like you're snorting cocaine. That's different. I told you that I was working on launching a vintage pop culture channel. Yeah, even more delays. The Romanian Post Department moves like a snail, freaking mold in back of the walls, and I drilled a hole in my finger, for fuck's sake. Oh my god, that hurts. Why did you drill a hole in your finger? Hopefully it was like this sort of drilling rather than this. Because if it's just this, it's a lot easier to heal. It still hurts like a mother. But so, launching the game. Hiccups. Because, of course, I clean my glasses. I have hiccups. That's how it goes. I don't need volume. Do I need volume? Oh? Yeah, I don't need volume. Oh, no, I broke the game. No, I did not. Okay. I think. We got this. I was working on the desk and it was from up to down. My god, Harry, that hurts. I'm sure that hurts a lot. I'm sorry. Hopefully it gets better. Fingers they heal, sort of, sometimes. Let's go with my face. I have had finger injuries. I have one finger injury right now in this finger. But it's because I've been playing the bass guitar. And I got a blister there. I haven't been able to play for the last little bit. And then I have a scar on this finger because I was twisting a can like this. I have one over here. I was twisting like this. And I was like, ooh, this twists, this breaks. And it doesn't, and it's very sharp. when it twists like that. And it cut into my finger, and I didn't realize after I saw blood dripping a lot from my hands. It didn't hurt anything. I was like, what the heck? And then it's a huge, huge cut. And, hey, it's Raul. We have Raul with us. It's a huge cut. And then it didn't heal properly, so it's like there's a step in my finger now. So we are in Cottonwood Cove, if you haven't realized, which you might not, because you can see. I was gonna say, because you might not be able to see. You can, absolutely. Also, it's pretty dark, so maybe you can't, depending on your screen things. It's a small hole. Put some whiskey on and something else, and I'm not allowed. You shouldn't do whiskey because it's got sugars in it. It might not be good, but alcohol in general is good. To disinfect, put some whiskey and something else, and then I'm not allowed to say. And put a band-aid. I think in a week will be a scar, and everything should be fine. Hopefully so. So there's still some things up here. There we go. Now you can see what I see. I don't know what this is. It's weird. This place is full of unmarked locations. Not unmarked, but undiscovered. Cottonwood Overlook. And Raul is just having trouble figuring out what the heck I'm doing. Because, you know, why, boss, why are you going up the mountain? Why are you doing this? Tell me there's something here. Come on. Oh, this is radioactive. Okay. Opening this door will release highly radioactive barrels into the Cottonwood Cove, potentially killing everyone in camp. Okay, Raul, don't do that. I'll do that later, potentially. Killing everybody in camp. Wait a minute. That's the truck that they sent over here. I don't remember that. I don't think I found that in my previous playthrough. That's the truck that we saw in the other town. I forget the name of the other town. Searchlight, I think. Yeah. In the fire department, there was a truck, a smaller truck than this, I think, with radioactive material in it, and it said that, oh, actually there were two trucks, I think, and it said they couldn't house all the trucks because they didn't have space. So they sent that truck over here. Huh. It's okay, whiskey, vodka, hard stuff if the wound is rusty. The wound is rusty something, there's no medical help nearby. You can put hard alcohol on the wound and light it up with a lighter. It hurts like hell, but it can save you. Oh yeah, that's I bet it does hurt like hell. If you're burning it, then it will burn the sugars. You're good. That's fine. But yeah, the sugars in a drink can be bad. So it depends on how hard the alcohol is. Because it might have more sugars than alcohol. Although if you burn it, it's fine. I mean, apart from it hurting like hell. Oh no, the game does this thing. Don't worry, it doesn't crash. Oh. It wasn't that much of a hang-up. I'm not 100% sure how the road works. It's a secondary road. I see. Because we took the other road. My god, there's another... There are two locations. We also went up there. Obviously. There's some geckos. What about the other locations? Well, one of them is here. Smith Mesa Prospector Camp. With a radio. Very bad people live here. In fact, I was getting stuck. Go away, radio. Oh, it's a place to sleep. This is good news, because I need one of those. Some jet. And what is this? Healing powder. Okay. So let's go to sleep. I need 433. That's roughly 8. Actually, 7 in a little bit. Can you show me the map again? I can. The engine has its limitations. Oh, the game engine. And now my sleep deprivation is good. I mean, I'm not sleep deprived anymore. We also got some pork and beans. Lovely. I don't need to eat, but I'll eat those later. So, map. I am mostly done with everything over here. There might be some stuff that I missed. Probably not. Right after Nipton. Caesar's Legion, safe house. I explored all this. What I'll do is the next time I level up, if it's possible, I'll get that Explorer perk and see if there's anything down here, because it's just easier than looking up online. Move to the right. Yeah. It's just easy, unless, yeah. So yeah, but it's just easier than looking it up online and having a map open. I could do that, but it's just, I don't want to do that. There's no reason not to, but it's just, I don't know. We'll see. I might have to do it. There should be some sunken homes in the lake that you can explore. I remember that. I think I saw something like that. But we'll find out, because we haven't been to the lake yet. Eddie. Wait. I wasn't seeing the laser. What the heck is that? Oh, it's a banana yucca place. I was like, why is there a person there? There's no person there. I know what you are. No, I don't. It's the other one. They put these rocks up. Some of them are hollowed out. Whatever that means. You can't really hollow out a rock. Not like... I mean, you can, I suppose. If you're very good and if the rock allows for that. Gecko kebab. Wow, that loses... This is the best food. It even heals your water. And obviously we had gecko steak and stuff like that. That is brilliant. Player add perk. Oh, that's another way to cheat that. Since, you know, save scumming is cheating. You can just do that. Which I might do. Thank you for the tip. But I'll see it. I'll see later. There should be... Yeah, you said that. What a lovely day to explore with my fists out. What are we gonna find? More geckos? Or mire lurks? Sorry, lake lurks. They're not... There's no mire around here. That... Honestly, that looks like a lake lurk. Wow, how did I know? Well, I know because I played this game and finished it once. I didn't particularly remember this being the place where they go. But these guys actually have meat that I need. If I remember correctly, you can make the lunchbox with them. With their meat. Wow, that thing fires like a lot. Oh man. Very polluted air around here apparently. They don't even have meat. Eddie sees stuff. Wow, this place is full of them. Oh, there's a lot of them. These guys are nothing to sneer at, by the way. Lake lurk meat, that's what I need. Very good. Oh, yeah. What were they guarding, anyway? A lot of times they'll just be guarding nothing, to be fair. I think that's a jalapeno plant, but that one doesn't have anything. Nothing. Yeah, told you. They were guarding nothing. Isn't eating lake thingies like eating monkeys? You can eat monkeys. How... I was drinking from there. Holy crap. I wonder if ghouls drink as much as normal people. Smooth skins, I mean to say. Blue Paradise Vacation Rentals.
Yeah. Time for more fighting. I know.
Yeah, but also... Oh my god, you just took them out from there. Good job. But also, the rentals. Hey. Yep. You show me your pretty little face, you Cthulhu monster. I swear, they look like Cthulhus. There's another one over there. They look like Cthulhus? That's definitely how words work. Or how the mythos works. What do they look like? The sunken ones? I don't remember the name of the thing. I do notice that there's something up there. There's a ridge. Let's see. Explorer perk. I never came up here. I don't remember coming up here. It might be nothing. Is this just a little rock outcrop? Or is it the secretest of secrets in the world? Oh no, it's definitely not. We're not supposed to go there. Ooh. Pretty. Yeah, we're not supposed to go here. Oh, what a shame. Whee! Lovely lake. No, they don't. They don't, you fake geek. Wait. What did I say? What did I talk about? The sunken ones? Is that what you're referring to? I don't know much about the mythos. I'm more interested in how it works rather than the details. I really like Lovecraft mythos. It's a style of horror that I enjoy a lot. And it's like, it's silly horror in some aspects, but it works. Ooh! Sunken Beach House. A lot of Sunset Sarsaparilla. Okay. Oh, it goes... There's a front door as well. There's a BB gun in there. I'm sure it's still working flawlessly. The value is very low, so it probably isn't. But I don't think there's anything else. Let's leave through the front door. The other one doesn't have anything. Does this one have anything? Oh, there's a submarine here. Or, I mean, it's now submarine, but it could be just a boat. There's nothing here either. Do you know how he came to the stories? They don't look like Cthulhu. No, they don't. Oh, let's see what you... Yeah, they look like the sunken ones. Do you know how he came with the stories? How he came up with the stories? Not really, no. I'm not sure. No, I didn't. I never saw anything about that specifically. Like, what originated his... what gave him the inspiration. There's nothing here. Let's see what about this boat. Is it a boat or is it a U-boat? It's just a boat. It's broken. Cheat time. There it is. Look at it. Observe. There it is. You can see for miles. Much better than exploring it yourself. He took shrooms and other stuff and nightmares during the nights and he wrote them down. That's cool. I mean, apart from it being dangerous that he could die, especially back in the day. But, that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, that's it. That's all these bungalow... What are they called? Bangalore? That's not even... Blue Paradise Vacation Rentals. Are they... Bangaloos? That's not the name of it. What is the name? Bangaloos? Bungalows. That's the one. Are they? They probably are. Wee-hee. Oh, more boats? There's a lot of boats down here. Probably destroyed in the war. I think it's a good opportunity for us to have some Franken beans. Wait, it's not what it is. Some food is what I mean. Our food situation is 341. And because we're going to be talking a lot, getting rid of it is good. Pork and beans. 341. 1, 2, 3. That is... I need another one after that. Lake Lurk meat. No. Iguana on a stick. I don't think that's necessary. 77. Yeah, I need another one after that. Got some maize. Maize is used for food as well. A bug here. Neither the water nor the land surrounding the beaches is irradiated, yet the water inside the beach houses deals 1 rad while swimming and none when drinking. I didn't get radiation in the inside of the beach houses. I think they fixed it in the mods that I have. But that's that would be a very weird bug. I think I remember it being a bug somewhere when I played the game for the first time. But I played it like 2 years ago, so I don't know. That's where we need to go. We explored all of the Cottonwood Cove. And the person we need to talk to is here in this house? No, that's the person. In the house... Oh. Well... I don't know what that sound was. Don't worry about it. Oh, it's a bug. It was a bug. The sound didn't load properly. This has been happening recently. It's weird. Sometimes it happens. Dang it. The Burned Man, welcome to the stream. How's it going? It's been a while. How long is this playthrough? Probably 80, 90 hours by now? We're getting to the Legion. Nobody is here. It's all owned, though. So you can pick the lock without anybody batting an eye. But then, how dare you, if you take their stuff, they'll know. Wear Legion armor. Don't go to Caesar yet. Loot the area. Steal the invasion plans. Free the slaves. Kill everybody. And after that, go to Caesar. Why is that, Harry? Why should I do that? Tell me so I can, you know, say it out loud in the on camera and explain. Yeah, there really isn't anything here. Don't kick things around, they will know. Although, you can actually kick things around as long as you don't touch them. So, I looted the area. I stole the invasion plans, I think. I have not freed the slaves, and definitely have not killed everybody. I'm just done watching Rocky 2 right at the end, and Adrian, I did it. I don't know. I never watched Rocky. Oh, the game is bugging out. Don't worry. It's not gonna crash. It just does this weird thing. See? So, I'm gonna save here. There are no invasion plans here. There are... No, it's called... It's a different thing. I have the thing. Find general intel on the Legion troop movements. That's the one. The eye for an eye thing. And there's another one over here that's specifically related to... planting the NCR bug. Free the slaves, and after that go up to the hill and use the nuke truck on everybody. Yeah, I'm gonna do that, but why should I do that before going to the Legion? Before going to the, I need to know why I need to do that before going to Caesar. That's what I mean. About old classic movies. I don't know anything, that's true. Never watched Rocky or Rocky 2. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I've watched some movies, just not basically any. Yeah, the game is really freaking out. It's really freaking out. This place doesn't like me. But Harry, I'm gonna need to know, because it doesn't affect your karma with Caesar, which means after it does. I see what you mean. Okay. I don't think I care for that. I don't intend on doing many missions for Caesar. So if I end up killing Caesar, that's it. And yeah, I think it's gonna be fine. Now the game is bugging out a lot, and that's really worrisome. It's taking forever. Did it crash for now? Did it crash really? I think it might have crashed. You haven't done Boone's quest. Kill Caesar with him as companion. See, that's exactly what I mean, Burn Man. That's a good thing. That's also why I don't plan on doing Caesar's quest, is because I will kill them all with Boone as companion. But first, I'll talk to him and see where things go, and then I'll get Boone and we'll kill them all, including here. Because the moment Boone gets in here, he'll start shooting everything. And Arcade has. Does Arcade have a mission here? Let me fix this, because this is death. Bad things have transpired, and the game is not responding. So that's kind of a bummer. Nothing that can be fixed. I just saved. Story point with Caesar. Oh, really? Oh. Oh yeah, it does, but like the that'd be interesting. I don't know if I should do Arcade or I don't know which one I should take. Or Raul. I think I know that Arcade has an ending for Caesar. The problem with Arcade is that I haven't been able to get to his places. What did I need? It's Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 that I had to do something that I said at the end of a stream that I had to do. But the best ones are the old 1 and 2. The best Fallouts. As a game, the most that I have fun is Fallout 1. Or no, and Fallout 2 is pretty awesome as well. But my favorite is Fallout 1. But as a Fallout game, I think Fallout New Vegas is better. There's a lot of things that it does a lot better. So I think I'm going to bring the... Oh, the Rocky. Right. So I think I'm going to bring Raul, and we're going to kill them, but after we tell Caesar to fuck off. Hey. Let's actually start from here. You got a nice... Whatever is this? Away with you as well. Whatever this is, it's a... What is it called? What do you call that thing? It's a raft. That's the word. Hey.
Away. Are you ready to head upriver?
Who are you?
I am Cursor Lucullus, and my orders are to escort you to the Legion's camp on Fortification Hill.
Or Lucullus.
Are you ready to go?
What'll happen at the fort?
You'll be meeting face to face with the mighty Caesar himself, founder of the Legion, conqueror of 86 tribes. To my knowledge,
that's the first time we hear about the conqueror of
Caesar has
86
ever
tribes.
One of the dissolute to see him. Not even tribal chieftains receive this honor.
That's the first time we hear about the 86 tribes. No, let's try that again. That's the first time we hear about the 86 tribes, the conqueror of 86 tribes, because that matters a lot. Well, I said it before when we dealt with the Khans, that we don't really have a notion now about whether Caesar will let the Khans be a part of the Legion or how they will deal with them. But the game sort of acted as if we did. When we dealt with the Khans, specifically one of the resolutions was to tell them that Caesar would just assimilate them and basically they will lose all of their identity. That's what the conqueror of 86 tribes is in reference to. Because we've seen the Legion. Like, we can tell right away, but we're going to delve into this later. But we've seen the Legion, and they're not 86 tribes, they're one tribe. Who are you calling... Oh, dissolute. What's that all about?
All who are not Legion are dissolute. They live in squalor, unrestrained by morality, lacking moderation, temper, and self-control. Even worse are the profligates, the subtype of dissolute one finds on this side of the river. They hold themselves to be civilized, when in fact they are corrupt.
I think that's
and
NCR.
self-interested. The truth will be made clear to them soon enough.
That's something there that is very important to note. It's the game is written in a way that it doesn't make it immediately obvious, and it's actually a pretty huge aspect of Fallout New Vegas is that there's a lot of subtext, but it's written in a way that is not obvious that the subtext is there. You really need to be on the lookout for it. The subtext of that one line that he said is that its emphasis on the self-interest. The profligates, I think he's talking about the NCR, and the dissolutes is everybody else. The self-interest part is sort of more or less what Vulpes Inculta was complaining about in regards to Nipton. And his lines were all about that. The thing is, it's also masqueraded with him being moralistic, which isn't necessarily what the Legion is about. In fact, it's more what the NCR is about. It's more about the NCR is more of a moralistic faction than the Legion is. But still, that's why the game sort of camouflages the real themes. Let's be on the lookout as we deal with the whole Legion. Let's be on the lookout specifically for the self-interest aspect of it. Now, I'm not saying that it's going to be consistent, because they're not consistent. In fact, that's the beauty of writing these factions, and the beauty of playing this game is that they're not all the same. There's a lot of different people with different ideas, and there's a lot of flawed people, especially inside the Legion. And so not all of them are going to be selfless. Well, certainly that we have seen already one person who's not selfless, the leader of Cottonwood Cove himself, or self-interested, I suppose. But that doesn't mean that it's not the theme of the Legion, or one of the themes of the Legion. And I think it is going to be. We'll find that out. What have I done to earn this honor?
I know not how you...
Fleet Admiral Psycho, welcome to the stream.
You must be remarkable for Caesar to take notice.
It's funny, Caesar is modeling his civilization on the Roman model, which is the same type used to this very day in the West. So there's a great chance that if he's successful, his nation will be able to morph into something similar of the world. Nah, it's not. He's clearly modeled in Nazi Germany a lot, and not necessarily in the ways of the Nazi Germany, but rather, I mean, although not excluding completely all the ways of Nazi Germany, but certainly in the ways that the Legion deifies the leader. That's something very important of the Roman Empire. The standardization of things and the standardization of people is something very important, both to the Roman Empire, not as much as far as we know, but anyway, certainly to the way the Nazi Germany saw the Roman Empire as being that. And the subtext, the biggest subtext of the Legion is that it's just taking history and just sort of molding history to fit whatever stuff they want to fit, because they don't understand history properly. Basically, we are going to learn. And Caesar just read a book that wasn't even... He doesn't even know what he's talking about, but he just modeled it on the way he perceived things, which is very similar to how Nazi Germany did it as well. And the NCR is different. The NCR is more modeled after... It's right. The NCR is modeled after the Western civilizations of the world, but the thing is, the Western civilizations of the world aren't modeled after Roman at all. Aren't modeled after Rome in any way. We're more similar to, perhaps, at the time of the Roman Empire, perhaps... I'm trying to draw parallels. There were parts of the later Roman Empire that were already sort of similar to what we eventually got in the late medieval era and modern era specifically. I'm thinking of the influence and power of mercantile of trade, and that's something that the Roman Empire didn't emphasize at all. The influence of trade is very important. The influence of lines of distribution there were already civilizations that were like that back in the Roman days, but they were all basically North Africa and East in the Middle East and Asia. So that would be more or less what our civilization sort of. They're not modeled after them. I mean, they are, but in the sense that it's not on purpose. It's just, it's what they are. The Praetorian Guard from time to time used to kill emperors. I think like only the first emperor wasn't killed by one way or another. I think I don't remember seeing something like that. Or was it like for the first 100 years only the first emperor wasn't killed or something? Or yeah, it was something like that. I remember some stat like that was sort of ridiculous. Yeah. The whole subtext, at least in the surface, because the thing is, I'm analyzing. There's multiple ways to analyze the Legion, and it's written in there. What I was saying about them being selfless or sort of relegating self-interest as a secondary objective, that's there. It doesn't mean that it's everybody like that, but there's also other things that they have to tell, and the looks and how they look and how they talk and how they relate to the real history and the fake history and all that. That's just more of the dressing of the Legion rather than necessarily, what goes on in their hearts. It's still something. It's still obviously written with intent. It's just something that's not as important as understanding what they're really about rather than what they look like. Although it is important, of course. In an episode of Andromeda, something similar with a children surveying a massacre at a military base found old military stuff, and they created a society based on what was written, but taking it literally. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff like that in fiction where it's fun, it's good. It's because it's basically the critique. It's not a critique. Well, I mean, it can be a critique, but it's basically the satire, whether willing or not, of taking holy texts literally. At the end of the day, it's what movies like Life of Brian do, for example. I'm ready to travel with you then.
The trip will take a few hours. Take your place in the boat.
It's not a boat. It's a raft. You can't fool me. In Mad Max 3, something like this, yeah. Post-apocalypse definitely uses a lot of that.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items.
What is a banned item?
Alcohol and all chems, including stims and other addictive items.
Well, I have to bring them along. It's a heart defect thing. It's congenital.
I know not why Caesar would wish to speak with such a physically inferior whelp, but I will allow this one exception.
Well,
you may bear Caesar's mark, but do not attempt to share any of your medicine with anyone in the fort.
Why can't I just continue on?
Caesar strictly forbids the use of chems and alcohol. By his order, all visitors must also relinquish their arms upon entry. If you come in peace, then there is no reason to not disarm. You will not be harmed unless Caesar wills it.
Yeah. Rome, like Hitler, used the term Aryan, which was not pure German. Yeah, it's true. It's just basically you're adapting to the needs, and just that sort of just fake. It's not really a fake it until you make it. It's just it's very complicated. It's typical of fascism in many ways of just sort of adopting state doctrine as just unquestionable, and because everybody relies on it, it's very hard for people who are born in the system to let go. If especially in regards to the Aryan race and other things, obviously. But the thing is, like, it is the thing that happens to on a lot of stuff. It's just that the Legion in particular is modeled after that. I think aren't the Aryans from the Middle East, basically Iran and Iraq and Jordan and stuff like that. I think maybe they're more than that. Yeah, I don't know a lot about Persians. That's the one. Persia was used though. Yeah, where it was huge, even bigger than Iran right now. Yeah, you said it right there, but an Indo-European people who lived in Persia. You said it. You said it, and I just was guessing. Sure. I agree to disarm.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave.
I'll wait.
Away. Hey, what's up? It's Kursor.
Kaiser awaits you in his tent. You have license to find your own way. I'll wait here to ferry you back to the Western Shore when your visit has concluded.
Yeah, I will.
The camps are getting crowded.
Are they? Well, it's because 3 new people have arrived. And of course, they think I need weapons. I can punch you out of your face.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge in the arena.
You're fighting slaves in the arena?
You may proceed. Your belongings will be returned when you leave.
Thank you very much. I assume they're here. They require keys. There's a lot of them. Oh, Sunset Sarsaparilla. Ah, they are empty. Dang it. I was gonna say, you guys have Sunset Sarsaparilla? That's not something. That's not very Legionnaire. Oh, look at that. They crucify plastic skeletons. Good for them. I too hate plastic skeletons. What did this guy do? Like plastic skeletons? Crucified Trooper. Oh, it's probably NCR.
Mercy.
No. No mercy. Roll, you can... Why'd you look away? And more plastic skeletons. Oh, there's crosses all over. You need high medicine and speech to get the secret way of killing Caesar. Crucified textures. I will, I have 50 medicine. I think you said it was like 70. I think I might have a little bit more than 50. I might be able to get a little bit more than 50 medicine, and then with a magazine I can get up to 70. In Van Buren, there was supposed to be a character named Caesar who appeared in Denver. His real name was Terence rather than Edward, and was Vex. That's a name. Vexillarius rather. I don't know what that is. Rather than the founder or leader of the faction, he was described as being short, a real hard ass, and having a Napoleon complex. He was also said to beat women to show people he's tough. It's important to know that Josh Sawyer was the lead of Van Buren, of the original Fallout 3, and Josh Sawyer obviously is the leader of Fallout New Vegas. The lead, I should say. Not the lead writer, I think, but the lead producer. Oh, he left. There's not even a gate. That guy oh. That guy just disappeared. That's not a gate. You can't fool me. What in the world? You guys got traders in here? Hi.
So many tasks to attend to.
To attend to. Of course. Dale Barton. And a slave.
Ugh, one of the burned people walks in our camp.
Hello.
So you're the visitor I've heard some of the Legionnaires talking about. If you're in the mood to trade, just say the word.
Ah, he's like he repairs stuff for me and stuff. Have you ever met Caesar?
Haven't had the pleasure. I've crossed paths with Legate Linnaeus, his second in command. However, it was unpleasant.
He smelled. He didn't like. Oh, you want to play a Hand of Caravan?
I'm gonna roll over you.
You are out of your freaking mind. I have not lost a match in forever. Ever. And I will bet all of my fortune, even though he's actually betting 2,000. That's quite a lot. The lead designer made his own mod. Yes, that's the mod that I played the game with when I first played it on camera here on Twitch. And then I still have it installed, although I have the Ultimate Edition of it, which I think just patches some bugs and adds a few functions here and there. There's a lot of 10s. Don't know that I should have these many 10s, honestly. Maybe I should have more kings. Kangs. Do I have all the kings? I do not have all the kings. Yeah, I should definitely have more kings. Not jokers, because they suck. Okay, let me roll over you then. He plays an 8 on Boneyard. Well, I'll play an 8 on Dayglow then. And he plays a 10 on Reading. I'll play a 10 on Reading. And he plays a 10 on Shady Sands. And I play a 10 on the Hub. And he doubled his 10. Well, I'm not going to double my 10. I'm going to double my other 10. And he quadruples my 10. Like a jerk. How about... I take your 10 away. Do you like that? Say you like it. I bet you like it. Bet you like it. It's not great. I don't have 6s here. Let me take your other 10 away then. Hey Daves, welcome to the stream. That's fair enough. I have a lot of 10s burning a hole in my pocket. Ooh, got a double over here. Very nice. So I can double my 8. I can double my 9. For 2 26s, I need another double. So... not ideal. Let me take away your double 8 over there. Ooh, got an 8. That's good. If I get 2 more kings, that would be swell. I got 2 more. I got 2 kings. Okay. I think I win. Depending on who he or where he plays. Oh, freaking hell. This guy's a jerk. This guy deserves all the bad things in the world. Just all the bad things in the world. I can't play that over there, even though I wish I could. No, what? Shut up. I don't... What do you expect me to do? It's like the interface is absolutely impossible to figure out. It's just letters. Got a 6 here. It's not... That didn't happen. That didn't happen. So we came from there.
So you're the visitor I've heard.
Mm-hmm. And I look no more of... Oh no! I chose the wrong thing. Apparently there's another line over there, because I could ask him about him. Never lost! Nope. It's mostly because he's actually got a lot of good cards, and I can't... I don't want to bother fighting. Like, I would need to win twice against him or something.
So you're the visitor I've heard.
So, he's got a little voice like this. Have you noticed? If I'm at Caesar... Tell me about the Legate.
He's the best the Legion has to offer, or so the Legionnaires say. Rude of a man. Wears a fancy metal mask into battle.
Yeah, I didn't ask this
Killed
before.
one of my pack, Brahmin, simply because it was in his way. I knew better than to complain about it, though.
Did you know? I'd like to know more about you.
Shoot.
Are you part of the Legion?
No, sir. I'm an independent trader from Arizona.
Is it dangerous to trade with the Legion?
Not at all. They're my best customers. As long as you don't try to sell them chems or alcohol, they'll treat you fair.
Or kill you one
I
of your...
don't even need to travel with guards most of the time in Legion territory. All the bandits are dead or run off.
They will kill your cows, though. Oh, sorry, Brahmin. Do you ever trade with the NCR?
Between having to hire protection and getting slapped with taxes, it's more profitable to stick to Arizona and New Mexico. But I do cross the river from time to time when an opportunity comes along.
Let's talk about something else.
All right.
Want to play a hand of Caravan?
All right. Well, let's see what you've got.
Let's see. So I will raise all of my money, and I will beat you. And now, of course, we need to slow... Wait, is there a faster way? There is. It's a magical way of weird. This interface is absolutely weird. Absolutely pants. So I knew when I started, shouldn't have been copying him. Okay, he's going for an 8 over there, I'm going for a 10. He's going for a 9, I'm going for a 6. We should play the 6 early, because they're unlikely to steal them, and I need the 6s. I just said you were unlikely to steal my 6s. What a terrible person. Okay, let's go for an 8 on that side. We can double that. And then we can double the 10 over here. If we do have 2 kings, and I can go for a 9 over here, especially on a place that I need to be careful because we're about to lose. Right there. Take that away. We have 3 kings. Okay. Then I want to double my 8. No, I want to double my 9 over here for a 24. Well, we'll take your 10 away then. It's not bad. I just need another J. Oh man, you suck. You suck so much. Okay, I can double the 8 for a 22 and it ties. Well, it doesn't then. I can put a 9 here. Here. And I can double it for a 24. And I can double your 7 to screw you. And I can get a 10 over here. I'm gonna have to discard one of these tracks over here. If I can figure out how to do it, obviously, because the select card is the button that you need to press. Okay, we got something here. Double that 8. Do I win if I play this? Yes, I do. It's very important to note when you can win with a single card, because that's how you win. So that's it.
Howdy again.
Why couldn't they go for poker or blackjack and win for this thing? Asks Harry. It's not bad. Show me what you have for sale.
Have a look.
It's just that it takes you away very fast. I got a lot of cards here. Jacks and queens. 30 bucks. Got a lot of mods here as well. Nothing that I would like. And he doesn't have that much money. He also probably doesn't like me very well. What can I sell? More money. Sheet music. I think I know what that is for. Sell that gland. I don't think I need that. Empty syringes. Not much. See you later.
Be seeing you around.
Maybe. I don't know what's gonna happen to this place. You never know. They have drawbridges. Well, it's not really a bridge. It's just a gate. They don't like normal
Camps
gates.
are getting crowded.
What's going on here? Slaves? Legionnaires around? Are they, like, telling them up?
Excuse me.
No problem.
I need to rest.
Do you?
Excuse me.
I'm not sure what that is. Oh man, what a great game, Hex. Hey Dave says, played it a dozen times with all the endings and DLCs. That is a lot of times. That is a lot of time dedicated to the game because this is a long game. What's your let's play as well? The one, yeah. Thank you very much. Even now, I could go for another run. Man, it's an enormous game.
True to Kaiser.
True to Kaiser. What do we have over here? Remember, we're here for Benny. So exploring all the little bits matters a lot. I think. Thought there was tumbleweed there. Oh my god, this is definitely not the way. This is Morrowind style exploration. Definitely not how you're supposed to do it. But it works sometimes. Arrogant, welcome to the stream. A whole lot of dirt, yes. Oh. Oh, how did you find your way up there? Trying to... Oh my god, you're gonna fall down here. Seriously, how did you find that way? Oh, there's a lot of unmarked... Well, there's there's two unmarked locations on the mini-map. Sorry, compass. How did you get up here? By going up the stairs. That's... You know what?
Hey,
You are a child.
I can't wait until they let me fight.
They don't let you fight? Well, the Legion is canonically conscious of child education. And actually, well, I don't know if they're self-sustaining or not, because this could be like a one-shot. A lot of times in history, when groups like this that are particularly famous for being ruthless and very idealistic, they don't last for many years. It's like the Spartans. Somebody comes along and shows them what's good, because they were all sucky. Nothing here. TCL, yeah. TCL breaks your companions, though. They freak out. They absolutely freak out. It's very... You need to be very careful with TCL. This is all I'm saying. There are crosses up here with plastic skeletons in them, as you do. Oh, these ones had real skeletons, and then the skeletons fell over and went into the wind, because that's, you know, or some animals, rats or whatnot, came over and took the bones. Because that's what happens. Or even birds. Exactly, absolutely. There's a lot of nooks and crannies to this. I don't remember this level being as open. Maybe I didn't explore it properly the first time. Not that there's anything to it. I honestly wish that it wasn't like that. It was a little bit more of a set than it is. Look at all the empty space that I have in my backyard. And we are up here again, I think.
Camps are getting crowded.
We should be able to see the camps from here. But they didn't load yet. I think... I don't have my binoculars, because I took them away, because they're weapons, as we well know. It's a bug, yes. Yes, it is, but... What kind of bug is it? Is it a bug that's gonna fix itself? Or is it a bug that will never fix itself? Do you know what I mean? Okay, some of the camps showed up. Come on, you can load the other. It's not all of them. I need all of them. Don't ask. There we go. And now we go back. I don't know why we have the soundtrack. You cheating scum. I'm just trying to get a picture because it's bugged. And this is important. Then I'm going up there. Got my companions being freaked out. Oh, they unloaded. They're unloading. That sucks.
I'll wait.
No way.
Guys are.
No. Very false. You mean those camps? I think some of them are not loaded in the distance. They probably should. My mods have a lot of problems with long distance detail. And then I reload because I don't want the TCL to have broken anything, which it definitely has. They turn hostile if you return without weapons. It didn't this time. That was sort of weird. Are there things over here? No. I think I've been there. Let me check. Yes, I have. Well, we did a good job exploring. Excuse me. You have glasses. Don't you know that's... I don't know, what do you consider sin or something? I don't know what you're...
I'm harsh on the children, but they'll be excellent legionaries.
Are you harsh on...
Proud of them.
Are you harsh on the children? Because that other dude said he wasn't allowed to fight. So there's apparently a drawbridge here. It's not a fort called drawbridge. It's a bridge. And a lot of people coughing. And this guy... There's a lot of people coughing.
Degenerates like you belong on a cross.
I didn't hear that before, but that's a very common saying by the Legion. Would you please stop it? I'm trying to observe the setting and trying to, like... Trying to be comprehensive about our exploration, really. What's going on?
So many tasks to attend to.
Yes, you're gonna attend to a lot of tasks. I also...
Strange floating robot. Is it useful for anything?
Yes, it kills people. You would probably have a good time with it. And then we have the best boys. Hello. Hello. And the best girls. Hello. Lupa. Wait. Did the other one have a name? No. Just a Legion mongrel. Then you have a name. Anthony.
Outsiders are a rare sight at the fort. Step carefully around here and you might just leave alive. I'm Anthony, Master of the Hounds.
Definitely not Anthony. Absolutely you're not Anthony. Nice dog.
Lupa? Yeah, she's the mother of a lot of our best dogs. She's getting old, but still a tough old bitch, ain't you, girl?
What can you tell me about Legate Lanius?
It took years for Kaiser to conquer Lanius's tribe. And Kaiser showed mercy to the survivors, allowing them to join the Legion. Had the positions been reversed, Kaiser would be dead. Lanius is called the Monster of the East because he never, ever shows mercy.
I had some other questions.
Okay.
His name is a reference to the real Mark Antony. I figured it was. It should be Antonius, by the way. That's where the name comes from. But it's definitely not TH, so it's not Anthony. It's Antony. Julius Caesar's right-hand man and eventually an avenger of his assassination. Historically, Antony was Caesar's master of the horse, or primary lieutenant during Caesar's dictatorship in Rome. That's before he became emperor, right? Is that how it worked? I don't remember. After that, he fought against the Octavian for the throne in Rome. Yeah, that was before, right? Yeah. Marcus Antonius, that's the one. Where does the Legion get its dogs?
We breed them. The most powerful breeds are from Denver. The city is overrun with them.
And that means they're most powerful? That's interesting. You wouldn't think that, but then again. You train these dogs?
Been doing it since I was a boy. Mongrels know to listen when I start talking to them.
Okay, well, let's talk about something else. No, wait. Yeah, let's talk about something else.
Okay.
Had some questions.
Okay.
Tell me about yourself.
I've been around dogs all my life. They are my life.
Chris Avalon wrote all of Lanius's
Way back when I was
dialogue.
tribal. One of the hangdogs.
Oh, that's right, Lanius.
Outside Denver. Dogs roamed that city.
Lanius is the thing, yeah.
Our tribe made peace with them. We thought they were our spirit animals.
I never watched that.
Helped us hunt. Provided for us in some lean times. And then the Legion came.
How did you end up joining the Legion?
Hangdogs fought with honor. We were the last ones standing. But they broke us. By throwing our dogs into the fire. Our elders...
This is a bad
bear
voice
the
actor, by the
idea
way.
Of our spirit animals burning in the afterlife.
It's the mods that I have.
Kaisar was impressed enough to conscript us. To use our skills with dogs. To join the Legion. As Hound Masters.
Okay.
Farewell.
So that is the first example that we have, concrete example, of a tribe. We have a howitzer over here. I don't know how to say it. Without a replacement firing mechanism, this howitzer is useless. Where is it aimed at? We're looking at southwest. It's aimed at Boulder City. At least right now. And we found Caesar's tent. Somehow I think we didn't, because I'm not nowhere near a tent. That's Caesar's tent potentially. I think it is actually. Excuse me, is this Caesar's tent? I'm looking for him.
The new slave girls are quite beautiful.
Okay. I believe it is. Hello.
You must enter Kaisar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Do you do that automatically, or do I need to go in through the interface and do that to them? Probably does that automatically because it's like Mr. House. In a lot of ways, the great duality of this game is Mr. House versus Caesar rather than the NCR versus Caesar. Although it isn't. In the more immediate and relevant political ways. No. In the more immediate and relevant political ways, it's definitely Caesar versus the NCR. I guess Meade versus the NCR. Oh, there's another kid up there. And another mongrel. So there's two kids here. Hey.
I can't talk to you. It's not allowed.
For some reason, that unfinished trilogy was deleted from YouTube by the creators. Oh, possibly rights and stuff. It's not allowed. So, again, it means that they're protective over their kids. I don't know what that guy was saying about being rough on the kids. I'm a friend. It's okay for you to talk to friends, right?
I guess that's okay. If you're a friend, can you help me?
Maybe. What do you do here?
I help take care of the Brahmin. I sometimes bring water and food to people. That's it.
Fair enough. What did you need help with?
Anthony took Sergeant Teddy away and gave him to the stinky dogs. I really want him back. Could you please get him for me?
Why did Anthony take him away?
Anthony said he was punishing me for trying to hide it from the Legion.
Ah, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks.
Yep. Sergeant Teddy. Goodbye.
Bye.
And it's just a note, so I don't have a quest marker. So good luck me trying to find her. I do know where Teddy is. So, sorry, where Anthony is.
Hey.
You think it's a kid, but it is this guy.
What do you need?
I need you to give me Melody's bear.
The stupid girl should know by now that even the rags on her back are a privilege. My mongrels like their new toy. I'll make you a proposition.
I look forward to removing all of the bass from his voice. It is so bassy.
I'll give you the bear. These are the rules. You can't use your armor. You can't use your weapons. Just this machete. After all, it's only fair.
Can I not use my hands? Because that would be even more fair, if you know what I mean. You don't mind if I kill them?
Such bold words. My dogs will tear you limb from limb. But should you prevail, they will die honorable deaths.
No, it won't be honorable. You should, no, not really. I am very unhonorable with all of my abilities. Yeah, let's do it.
So, you finally decided to face my hounds.
This guy's such an emo bastard. You're finally decided. We just received this, and... Okay, well, I have Eddie with me. I also have the weapon that I don't want. No, it's just... I don't know why Eddie is here. Eddie shouldn't be here. Eddie, please don't punch them. I don't think they are gonna punch them. So look at how honorable this is. They get them knocked over, and then basically don't fight for the rest of the battle. I'm not even using my special ability because obviously I'm not. It is the worst ability. It's very difficult to activate. With the duel concluded, your regular equipment has been returned to you. Well, Eddie, thank you very much for staying with me. My regular equipment has been indeed returned to me. Anthony, killed your dogs. Do you like that?
You killed my hounds. And I was certain they would end your life.
In real life, the name of Teddy Bears is based on Teddy Roosevelt. I knew that, yes. After he refused to shoot a captured and died brown bear during a hunt. I heard it was because somebody said it looked like him, like one of the stuffed animals that they had at the time. And I know it was Teddy Roosevelt. You call that a challenge?
Take the bear. I can't believe I lost some of my best dogs over this stupid child's toy. Ugh. Your stuff is in a crate next to the arena entrance. Leave it there too long and we'll dump it in the lake.
Yeah, because for sure.
Farewell.
Yeah. I think I have the stuff already, so it's not that big of a deal. Raul.
Right behind you, boss.
Yeah. Eddie never left me. You should learn. Actually, I say he never left me, but to be fair, he's all the way over there. I don't know what he's doing. Either way, let's find Melody. You're not Melody. You're tiny, though. I have no idea where she is. Anthony is an idiot. How the hell is he such an important military figure? Because he's an idiot. You know how it goes. Very important. I will never find Melody. She doesn't have a marker. I don't even know how I found her in the first place. Do I actually have Eddie with me? Or is he bugged? Let me just make sure. Wait, yeah. So I have all the things. No, Eddie's here, yeah. Hey, have you seen Melody?
If you're injured, I might have healing powder to spare.
You're a doctor.
I never finished my training. The Legion saw to that when they overran my town. I do know basic first aid, but I've had to rely on tribal remedies to treat illnesses and injuries. I'm always running low on Xander root. I never run out of Brock flowers, though.
I might have some. You're using 1 Brock flower per Xander root, right?
Oh, I've been using 2 roots per flower. Thanks to you, I'll be able to create twice as much healing powder.
She's an AI. She is. Yeah. What do you know about Legatus? Legatum?
The legate is not a man
That's the
to
one.
be crossed, especially if you're a woman. That's all I will say about it.
That fortunately for me, I'm a man, so that's good. I have some questions.
What do you want to know?
Where are you from?
A small town in New Mexico. The Legion burned it a few years back. That's how I ended up here.
How long have you been a slave?
3 years and counting.
I'm very fluent in Latin, yes.
If I could just get across the river, I'd be free. Not that I'd try it. I've seen what happens when you get caught.
Yeah, your explosive necklace explodes, I would imagine. That's an explosive necklace. At least that's the same explosive necklace that the Brotherhood gives you when you find them, basically. Because unless you have Veronica, which I did, because their first mission is like that. How are women treated around here?
We're property. If you're too young or too old, the men usually leave you alone. Usually.
Okay.
All right.
I'd like some healing powder.
I can only do that if you're a friend of the Legion. I don't want to get crucified.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Still didn't find Melody. Oh, wait, are you Melody?
Hello.
No.
I need to rest.
You do need to rest. Brahmin steak over here. And some Brahmin carcasses open. We haven't seen that yet, have we? Some people over here eating. Just a legionary and a slave. I really don't think I'm gonna find her. I need to, because I will... Wait a minute. There's people in these tents? Legion Vixillarius.
The camps are getting crowded.
Yes. There's plenty of beds in the middle of the night, but still. Hello. Hey. Wait.
My feet are killing me.
I don't understand. Don't fully oh, hi, Otho?
You are here to fight in the arena. Then you are talking to the right man.
I don't know that I... Tell me more about the arena.
Such as?
The arena.
Light armor and machetes only. The challenger may be pitted against one or more opponents.
Okay, thank you.
All matches continue until one side is dead. No exceptions.
What do you do?
I train the warriors here. I also set up the fights in the arena. When a Legion soldier follows my teachings, he will learn to think like a Legion soldier. He will learn to fight like a Legion soldier. And he will learn to die like a Legion soldier.
I was gonna say, let me guess, like a bug. Or like a mongrel. But no, it was like a Legion soldier. I should have seen it coming. Who does the fighting?
Most of the time, it's some young legionary trying to make a name for himself, hoping to get noticed by Caesar. We pit slaves or prisoners against one another, but it's not much of a show. They're usually too reluctant to kill each other.
Well, that's enough about the arena. Let's talk about something else.
Like what?
What can you tell me about the Legate?
A great warrior. When he was a recruit, I watched him kill 10 men in the arena with his bare hands. He doesn't feel pain, and he never shows mercy. If the legionaries were like him, the Legion would not be stopped.
But since the legionnaires are not, then the Legion will be stopped? Is that the conclusion?
Go.
I don't know, Otho. You need to think of your words before you say them. So, a lot of people in here still looking for Melody. I think she's got to be like in the camp down there or something. Cam, C-A-M. That's an interesting name. An interesting thing. Yeah, here. That closes the dialogue and finishes the quest. Oh. Maybe she's down here in the camp. We haven't come down here yet. There's fewer crying people. This game has weird moments, yeah. There's a satellite radio here? Or something. A lot of training. Oh. Excuse me.
None may enter without Caesar's permission.
The weather monitoring station. Yeah, that would be... That would be the satellite dishes, I assume. Can make some healing powder.
The camps are getting crowded.
No. Ooh. Push-ups. Your legs are the color of dead people. She's not down here. I don't know where she is. I think she was back up there. Follow the crying sounds. That's not her, though. She's not the one doing the crying. But she might be close to it, admittedly. She's down here, I think.
Hi.
Hi. I got Sergeant Teddy's... He's a little chewed up.
That's okay. I'll fix him. Can I have him now?
Here you go.
Thank you so much.
There we go. Bye.
Bye.
And I got a little bit of karma for that. Of course, it's gonna have to be offset by me fighting in the arena. Because, obviously, you'd lose karma, right? I mean, I don't know who I'm gonna fight. If it's Legionnaires, then I suppose maybe you wouldn't. Now go fight in the arena like a brave soldier. Morituri te salutant. The ones who will die salute you, I believe. Turi would be the future version of Mori. And te is the version of you. It's very much like that in all Latin, in all Romance languages. It's the, trying to remember the name of what it is. Not possessive of you, it's the... it's like the off. But it's not, what is a word for it? It's not possessive, it's the other one. Hey!
What do you need from me?
Farts. I'd like to fight in the arena.
That can be arranged. You will be facing off against a couple of disobedient slaves. Not much of a challenge.
I'm ready.
Remember the rules. Light armor and machetes only. And of course, to the death.
Got it. I'm ready.
Good luck.
See, this is what I'm talking about. They absolutely should make me lose, yeah, help, indeed. A single punch, and he's like, I'm out of here. But should make me lose karma for this. Oh, you're running away now? Yeah. What about you?
I'm out of here.
Yes, I know, but, like, you need to die. Dude.
Damn.
Yeah. I don't lose karma for it, though. He lost his leg. Hey. Hey.
As expected. It wasn't much of a fight. But what can you...
Sometimes choosing the dialogue to initiate a fight in the arena will result in the game crashing. Thank you for the warning. I should save before doing it then. I'd like to fight in the arena?
There's a captured NCR trooper available. Sergeant Andrews. He's already been challenged once and survived.
I'm ready.
Careful in there. He's tougher than he looks.
Also, yeah, I know you're there, you idiot. Also, this game has 2 arenas. Interestingly enough. Hey. What? No. Do you want me to do the other thing? Because I'll do the other thing. Let's do it. Oh. this thing. Just very difficult. That's the one. Yeah, not very honorable. Oh, you're getting up. Good job.
This is hopeless.
It is, but you should know that from the beginning. You lost all of your limbs. And I also didn't lose karma. And I also didn't lose... Oh, I'm fighting with the gladiator armor. I also didn't lose reputation with the NCR, which is interesting.
A good fight. Some NCR troopers can be competent fighters.
That one wasn't. I liked fighting the arena.
I have a dangerous one for you. An NCR ranger by the name of Stella. We got lucky.
I don't think I know
we
her.
rarely capture rangers alive. Even though she's a woman, she's killed every man that's faced her in the arena. Even one of the elite Centurions. With her bare hands.
I'm ready.
Watch out for her. She's one of the deadliest fighters I've ever seen.
Yeah, you really hype it up a lot, but there's nothing here.
Let them fight it out among themselves.
What do you think this is? Fight it out among themselves. She actually resisted that, I think. Oh, that didn't work out. Oh, that definitely worked out. Don't question it. Oh man, she...
You like that?
No, I'm not that into that sort of stuff. Sorry. She's blocking even while she's down. Good job, game. She is blocking while she's down. Unfortunately for you, I am overpowered as all heck. I'm also playing on normal, but I'm just focused on unarmed, you know? Dude, just go down. Like, she hits like a truck. But this is not.
Had enough?
That is special. Did you see what I did there? That's absolutely disorienting and bad. That is correct. Oh, she didn't explode like the other ones did. Why? That's weird. Hey.
Unbelievable! You defeated Stella.
A fight against Benny armed with a machete, but only if choosing to do so after progressing far enough in the render unto Caesar quest. That's interesting. A fight with the 2 to 4 of Anthony's strongest dogs. I did that already. A fight with Lupa for Lupa's brain. Oh, the other one. I didn't do that. That's, yeah. So Lupa is the dog that you get the brain off for Rex. Interesting. So there's only now the fight for Benny, but only if I progress far enough into render onto Caesar. So I'll look into that. Can I fight more in the arena?
Sorry, but there's no one left who would be a challenge for you. You have performed admirably. A feat worthy of the Legion.
Nah.
Go.
Yeah. I took half my health in damage there. That's not bad at all. This looks like Kurt Russell. I do not know who Kurt Russell is. I bet it's related to geeks and geekdom, and because I'm a fake geek, I can't know anything. So render onto Caesar is the one that I need to at least progress far enough into, so I can fight Benny in the arena, which I do want to do. It's a great actor. Actually, I can just ask Google, because Google tells me. Who's Kurt Russell? Kurt Vogel Russell. He's 69 years old. I don't believe I've seen any of his movies. I don't recognize his face. So I think we've explored everything in the camp. Where's Benny? Anyway, my companions.
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
Hey. Wait here.
Okay, boss. I'll just
wait here, yeah. Does Eddie count?
You must enter Caesar's tent alone. Anyone else must remain outside.
I think Eddie counts. There we go. Are we good?
You must enter Kaiser.
You jerk! Eddie doesn't count.
Remain outside.
Shut up.
You must enter Kaiser.
Eddie counts. What a terrible person. There we go. Everything is good. Let's go. Escape from LA. Yeah, I don't know those movies. Frolic, thrill, relax, enjoy. Hey.
Legatus Lanius is known as the Monster of the East, a name he has earned many times over.
Yes, and he made you all twitchy and afraid of things. Hello. Hello. So here we are in the presence...
Through to Kaiser.
No, in the presence of Caesar. Kaiser. He's got Marcus Aurelius, I believe. Is that what that is up there? There's a prisoner there. Who's that? Huh! Fancy meeting you here, Mr. Benny. You idiot. So... Hi. That's him. I believe that is Marcus Aurelius. It could be actually Julius Caesar. But it would make more thematic sense for it to be Marcus Aurelius, because they don't know Roman history. They don't know how to pronounce words, and they don't know how to say things. So, hey.
You're the courier who caused so much trouble for my legion, and yet you dare come before me.
I didn't cause much trouble.
Aren't exactly clamoring to fight for my legion now. The kings of Freeside are cooperating with the NCR now, which frees up soldiers to defend the dam.
Yeah.
So tell me this, because I really want to know. I am feared, with good reason. But you, of all people, dare to come here and stand before me, the mighty Kaiser. What were you thinking?
Well, you're, you guaranteed my safety. You know, you asked for me to come here, and I sort of did that.
And you fell for that? Really? Because I'm going to have you killed now. Relax. I'm fucking with you. You do know why I wanted to meet you, right? A man nearly kills you, so you track him across the breadth of the Mojave. You arrive on the strip and waltz into the Lucky 38 like someone left you a key under the doormat. You visit the tops, and next thing you know, the head of the chairman is fleeing the strip like a whimpering little pup. When you set your mind to something, you get results. I like that. The question is, are you ready to get started?
I'm pretty sure he says a lot more than the lines he's saying regarding what I've done so far. But there's a lot of other things that I can do to make his life worse or just to make myself notorious. And he goes on and on if you have done that by the time you come here to the Legion. Because you can leave this whole thing until the last part of the game. And of course he goes on forever. I think his dialogue becomes better paced if he only says a few examples. That was good. How do you know so much about me?
I have eyes and ears everywhere. It behooves me not to invade the West.
I'll be on the lookout, Harry.
It has been hard to track your progress. It's not as though you've been keeping a low profile. The time is fast approaching when my legion will assault the Great Dam and invade the West. Before that happens, I want Mr. House knocked out of the game. A quick 1-2 punch, with you doing the punching.
See, it's what I told you. It's the Legion versus the House. What do I have to do?
Down the hill, at the west edge of camp, is an old building. It was here when the fort was taken in 2277. Inside the building is a hatch. And inside that hatch are 2 steel doors that bear the sigil of the Lucky 38 Casino. Now that same sigil is on the platinum chip Benny was carrying when we captured him. Isn't that interesting? Even more
I would say interesting, not interesting, but both are correct.
Chip on the console that opens the hatch. So you know what I think? I think the platinum chip opens those doors. Doors that can't be pried open, or drilled open, or blasted open. Because all that, I tried.
It's funny, because Mr. House told me to find that bunker, and he didn't say exactly what was inside. He said that I would see, but he didn't say what it was inside. And I'm going to ask, what's on the other side of those doors?
Benny's theory, if I understood it through all the screaming, was that Mr. House stashed some kind of ultimate weapon down there. A gigantic robot to stomp us all to death.
Hopefully not, because that's a really bad ending.
House built it, so I want it destroyed.
Can't your Legionnaires take care of this?
Yes, but then I'd have to kill them. You don't get it, do you? The weapons I wield are forged from blood, flesh, sinew, bone. Mortal stuff. Fragile, even. And yet my Legion obeys me even unto death. Why? Because they live to serve the greater good, and they know of no alternatives. House's machines.
It's right there.
Technologies. What do they propose? The possibility of victory without sacrifice. No blood spilled, just rivets. That's not an idea to be put in circulation. If mankind's going to survive this moment in history, it needs warriors, not gadgets.
There was the theme again of selflessness. This time of sacrifice. I say selflessness, but, you know, the greater good, the working for the greater good. Which very much is the idea that Vulpes Inculta makes come across in Nipton. But his criticism of gadgets is sort of funny. It's kind of interesting. Because knowing how the game ends and what the possibilities are and all that sort of stuff, it has repercussions. It's not, the first time you hear him say that, it's not the same as the second time you hear him say that. Because it has implications that are not immediately obvious to us at the moment. And once I'm inside,
I want you to destroy whatever you find in there. And then I want you to come back here and tell me about it. So go to the building and take this fucking platinum chip with you. My legionaries will meet you there, with your weapons and equipment. Talk to Benny on your way out. He knows I'm going to let you decide how he dies. Maybe you want to remind him. Come back when you've destroyed whatever you find down in that bunker.
I got the platinum chip. That guy just left Benny over there. Who's this jerk? Oh, it's Vulpes Inculta. You don't look...
The camps are getting crowded. I didn't think anyone could kill an NCR Ranger in single combat.
Hell yeah. It's Vulpes Inculta.
I suspect you'll be a valuable...
He looks so goofy.
Legion. Assuming you're really on our side, of course.
Was there something you needed me to do?
There's a gambler, Martina Grosbeck, who has a knack for learning other people's secrets and passing that information along for a price. The Omertas, who run Gold, have become suspicious of Martina's frequent visits to their casino. Soon they'll pay her a visit of their own.
What's in it for me? No, let's put it to the test. He's gonna complain that if I say this, but I'm gonna say it.
Besides the gratitude of the Legion, don't worry. You'll be paid in coin or caps.
Well, he didn't say what I thought he was gonna say. Why can't you take care of it yourself?
I prefer to handle these matters through intermediaries, such as yourself.
I'll check up on her for you.
Good. Martina frequents the Vault 21 gift shop on the Strip. Hurry along, and she still may be in one piece by the time you get there.
I probably should go there as soon as I get out of here. Caesar doesn't like that situation. I don't think you can get this quest any other way. Or as in, her character doesn't show up any other way.
Camps are getting crowded.
I didn't mean to sneak, by the way. I just misclicked. They have books on the table here and whatnot. It's clearly like a war table where they prepare for the war and whatnot. Benny! Why don't you talk to me? Look at me now. Benny doesn't look at me. He's not feeling very well. Let me just go into the tent and see what's going on. Lucius.
It is a great honor for anyone outside of the Legion to get an audience with Caesar.
Is there anything that you need me to do?
We recently obtained an artillery weapon, but we don't have the components to fix it.
Where did you get the gun, anyway?
We received it from Dale Barton. He salvaged it from a military base in Arizona. Yuma, I believe.
An independent person, he says. Yeah, he's with the Legion. What do you need?
Best marksman of the
What do you need artillery for?
At the rear of any battle. This will allow us to strike at them.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Scouts have informed me that a tribe calling themselves the Boomers are obsessed with such weapons. You may be able to find a spare firing mechanism there.
Is there anything you can tell me about the Legate?
He's the best warrior in the Legion.
We haven't seen the Legate yet.
A full legionary by the time he was 12.
I don't think we have.
He's never lost a battle. Had the Legate been in command during the Battle of Hoover Dam, the Legion would have won. I have no doubt about that.
That's also funny, because I know how the game ends. Or can end, anyway. Are you the Legion's second in command?
No. Legate Linnaeus is Caesar's second. The Legate replaced the Burned Man after the Legion's defeat at the Dam several years ago.
The Burned Man. The Burned Man. I don't believe we have heard about the Burned Man.
Burned Man was Caesar's advisor and general when the Legion was...
We have a DLC for him, obviously.
However, he led us to a disastrous defeat at the Dam. On Caesar's orders, the Burned Man was covered in pitch by the Praetorian Guard, lit on fire, and cast into the Grand Canyon. Caesar has forbidden us from ever speaking his true name again, and so we simply refer to him as the Burned Man.
Well, suppose. You could have just called him Jeff, either. We don't know his... No, we do know his name. Joshua. Joshua is his name. And while that's a spoiler, be on the lookout for that, because it's an important spoiler. I've noticed that you carry a gun. I mean, did I? I noticed that you carry a power fist.
It's a tradition in the Praetorians to specialize in unarmed combat, because weapons can break or jam when needed most. However, our unarmed techniques favor offense over defense. We can charge the enemy and flatten him with our first strike, before he can react.
Can you teach me the Praetorian unarmed technique?
Of course. This will take some time, and I'm not a forgiving teacher.
You have learned the Legion Assault special move. To use this technique, initiate a power attack running forward at an enemy. Now, we haven't seen this yet. We do have a power fist attack, or a power attack, while running forward, but this is the first one that we have. This one is easy to activate, at least. Excuse me, I'll just try it over here. That seemed... Is it specifically at an enemy? Because that feels the same. Or do you need to sprint? I doubt you need to sprint, because that's only from the Josh Sawyer mod. It doesn't work, dude.
Yes. Do you have something to report?
Yes. I had some questions. General questions for you.
I'll answer if I can.
The drawings of that DLC look like the ones in the canyon in Fallout 2. Yeah, they are, well, obviously. They take inspiration after that. How did you end up joining the Legion?
When I was a boy, the Legion conquered my tribe. I was chosen for training as a legionary. I fought in many battles for the Legion. Eventually, Caesar chose me to lead his Praetorian Guard. It was a great honor.
This feels like bollocks. It feels like he's hiding something. Doesn't it? It's like, I fought in many battles, and then eventually he chose me, and that's how I joined. No, that's not how I joined. You're not telling me any story. What happened to the rest of your tribe?
The girls and women were enslaved, and many of the boys
and men
were
as well,
also chosen to become legionaries.
The
rest were killed.
Why don't you don't hate the Legion for what it did to your tribe?
We were savages. The Legion raised us up, made us better than what we were.
So very much the same, very much a mirroring of the... What was his name? That guy from the Khans who thought the Khans were all bad people. Yeah, it's basically the same. I have questions about something else.
What did you want to talk about?
Wait a minute, and it's also a mirroring of wow, I never thought about it. What was his name? That guy that was of the Khans, and then the NCR came in, and Bitter Springs happened, and he was like, well, I'm gonna take the opportunity to kill my family. and he killed his family. Even though his dialogue... Remember how I kept on saying that his dialogue felt like it was like a requirement? They wrote him with an idea of writing somebody who hated his family and then just joined the NCR instead. That's on purpose. Like, twice, when there's two characters that work together to analyze the same issue, you can definitely draw the comparison, but and it's definitely there in the game. You can say that the game is making those sort of evenly thematic, or rather thematically even. But in this case, you can not only read that into the game, which is you can, but you can also read into the writers. The writers wanted that to be the same thing. The writers wanted the NCR expansion. It's not really the expansion of the NCR. The writers wanted the treatment of the Great Khans by the NCR to be similar to the treatment of all the 86 tribes by the Legion. It's definitely on purpose, and it's definitely in the text. Even if it isn't on purpose, it's definitely in the text, or rather, in the subtext. It's not in the text naturally. I don't have any other questions. Let's talk about something else.
Very well.
And he is also, and that's the thing, his dialogue is also sort of weird, right? It feels like, because he's not specific. And also, that guy that was fighting for the NCR also wasn't very, very specific. But he was at least more developed than this guy. It was a lot more, he went into a lot more detail. Even though he didn't go into all of the detail. Goodbye.
Wale.
That's indeed the thing. Look at that. Topographic map over here of Arizona. Can we have a look-see? No, excuse me. I'm messing around with my controls here. There we go. Thank you. Zoom in and look at this. Arizona Spillway. Oh, is that sewers? Gross. 50 inch diversion tunnel. Oh, that's really cool. The dam has tunnels over there that allow for the... I didn't know that's how they did the dams. Huh. That allow for the river to flow while maintaining pressure in the power plant. And obviously the power plant itself has these pumps. We can go there. These are actually parts of the game. Has these pumps here. And they get the water from the dam itself to generate... And I think that's what these things are here for. And then they offload they're just turbines. Huh. I imagine it also has to do with the water level in the dam specifically that makes the water stronger or not. Really cool. And these are probably like real world maps. Hoover Dam, and... Oh, what is that? Apurtenant Works. General layout. The 30 and 60 inch tunnels. There's a bunch of things here. Yeah, but these are probably like real life drawings. I majored in archaeology, and I never dealt specifically with maps like these, but I dealt with maps, official maps done by the military of the terrain and all that were sort of similar like that. There's an autodock, a Mark III autodock. Is that the best we have seen? This is a Mark III autodock primarily used for routine surgeries. However, the diagnostic scanning unit is burnt out, rendering this autodock useless. I think that's a bug, because it happens in every single autodock. He tells me that it's useless and whatnot. It's not useless. Shut up. You don't know anything. And also, I'm very good at a sneak. Not so good at lockpicking, as it turns out. But I do have magazines. And they didn't confiscate my magazines. So, let's see what this thing has. If I can find. Locksmith's Reader. Lost Karma, because of course we got a Power Fist and a T-55B power helmet. And also 2,000 caps. Lost Karma for that. Your face. Your face, Lost Karma. What is going on? Why do I have 145? Shouldn't I have 100? Shouldn't Shouldn't I have more? It's bugged. Did you see that go down? It went down to 125 with the power armor. There's something going on with that. Either way, we're good. I thought I had more, but I'm just wrong, I suppose. Maybe it's the power fist that I have that adds strength. I'll see you later. Yeah. Benny! At last. I have the chip now.
Go ahead and laugh, baby. I ain't blind to the humor in this situation.
It's not humor. It's misery. It is pretty funny, though.
Yeah, well, laugh it up on your own time. Down to brass tacks. How'd your meet and greet with Baldy go?
He gave me the platinum chip.
Sure. Baldy wants you to go down there in the bunker and destroy whatever Mr. House stashed there. Oh, you don't want to do that, baby. Whatever's down in that bunker is the key to the city called Vegas. So here's what you do. You go down there and you use the chip to do whatever Mr. House would have wanted you to do. And when you get back to the Strip, you find Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful. Dig?
Yeah, I met a Yes Man. Caesar says I get to decide how you die, by the way. No, wait, before you do. I want to know more about you.
I'm the most interesting person I know.
Was your tribe always called the Chairman?
No, in the way back we called ourselves the Boot Riders. Silly name, but that's how we rode the Mojave, dig? On our feet. We were nomadic badasses,
not too bad.
Not to be trifled with. A gang of ruffians, though, with a certain panache. When House gave us the tops to renovate, his robots dropped off boxes full of suits and ties and wingtip shoes. Told us we were the Chairman now. That caused an uproar, but I said the name sticks. Chow to the old ways, baby. Time to swing in style. If the shoes fit, you wear them.
How long were you the head of the family?
7 years. Took over 3 days after Mr. House introduced himself. Our chief at the time, mountain of a guy named Bingo, wanted to stay nomadic. I disagreed, so he challenged me to the knife. He looked so surprised when I stuck that knife in his neck. Thought he was so tough, but he was so slow. That's how I made chief. It's how things were back then.
It's how things were right now, because you tried to kill me, you jerk. Twice, sort of. Well, three times, in fact. How did Mr. House introduce himself?
We were east of Vegas when the first Securitron we ever saw rolled up on us. We junked it in a minute flat. The next day, 20 roll up, so we listened. Said we'd been selected. Vegas needed us to defend it. In exchange, we'd get cushy digs, full stomachs, medical treatment. Everything a nomad never gets, in other words. Most of the tribe thought we should say no. I thought it was the best idea ever.
That's... that's actually... That's a very meaningful part of the game. And of the narrative surrounding Mr. House. You're not wrong. It was the best idea ever. You just sort of like ate more than you wanted to. And again, that ties into the big narrative of Mr. House. What happened after you fled the tops?
I prefer the term relocated. It took every stealth boy I had to cross the river at Cottonwood Cove. That was a close shave riding a boat full of Legion boys. Once I was across, I changed into a uniform I swiped off a dead legionary outside Nelson. Tried to sneak into the bunker, but that didn't work out. They found the chip. I wasn't gonna tell them what it was used for, but let's just say they were persuasive.
I think their persuasion left a mark on your face. Let's talk about something else.
Go on. Ta-ta. Sing, baby. You got a cap?
Tell me about the factions that want to rule Vegas.
Which greedy overlord do you want to start with?
Why shouldn't Mr. House run Vegas? Let's go with that. Because that's... No, you know what? That's going to be the last one. What's so bad about the NCR?
Ain't we covered this?
Yes, we did, actually.
The only thing not bad about them is they ain't Legion. The NCR is the biggest gang of thieves.
Oh my god, New Vegas is so...
The difference is they pass laws
so
to make
good.
their crimes legal before they commit them.
New Vegas is so sharp with its critique about specifically the NCR and about a lot of things, but the NCR is just... It cuts! Tell me about the three families.
The chairmen are true blue. The Omertas are...
The only good thing is they and the Intelligent is brilliant.
Gloves. Just something creepy about them. Set it up right and the families will roll with your caper. You might have to do some convincing.
Yeah, I will do that. We haven't talked to any of them yet, I don't think. But we will. We just have to do that. And it's all, like, a lot of quests and all that. What if my choice is none of the above, by the way?
Now you're talking. That is the ring-a-ding move, baby. First base, whatever Mr. House would have you do. Follow orders, rig the game to his specifications. Then, when he ain't looking, you knock him out of the running and find a way to take control of those Securitrons of his. Go see Yes Man. I made it so that cat can't help but be helpful.
Mm-hmm. You think Caesar would destroy the strip?
Nah, just spruce it up with a crucifixion here and there. Come closer so I can step on you. The Legion is twisted, baby. Original losers worshipping the king of creeps like he's some kind of god. They're worse than roaches. My advice? Put on your stomping shoes.
Why shouldn't Mr. House run Vegas?
Mr. House hides Vegas under his skirt when the bombs fall 1,000 years ago, so it belongs to him? Forever? You buy that? Baby, every boss has a line to explain why he's special. Why everyone's gotta do what he says. You're just figuring that out? Vegas gotta swing, baby. Gotta have pizzazz. Respect where due, but that old man is square to the core.
Oh, Benny. Oh, Benny. Your dialogue is amazing.
Go on.
Yeah, you are amazing, Benny. This dialogue is great. I love it. I love it because it's just... Caesar says I get to decide how you die.
Try not to smile so wide, baby. You might break your mouth. Yeah, Baldy said you'd get to decide. So which way you leaning?
What if I help you escape? I wonder if I help him escape. I actually want to see what happens. I want to find out. New Vegas. Kill him, says Harry. That's either kill him or let him escape. Although helping him escape would be kind of tricky. But I want to see what happens because Mr. House probably wouldn't like that. So this character is romanceable, apparently. It's the Black Widow perk and all that. Freaking hell. So what I'm interested in is the ending specifically. It's a bunch of bugs. Doesn't show. Doesn't show the endings here. We're gonna fight in the arena because that's fun. Maybe we should fight it out in the arena, fair and square.
You do that for me, baby? Don't tease if you don't mean it.
No, I mean it. Yeah.
You do that for me, baby?
Okay, I'll try to figure it out.
Ta-ta.
I'm not really sure how... Hey, Caesar.
We'll talk again when you've destroyed whatever is down in that bunker. Not before.
Really? Maybe I can talk to the guy in the arena about that. Because this is the last time we talked to the... It is the last time we talked to the Legion. To Caesar. Oh, you need to side with him to have more dialogue. Hey, Otho.
What do you need from me?
I need a... What do you know about the Burned Man?
It's not something we like to speak of. The Burned Man was our greatest warrior. Even greater than the Legate. But he failed Caesar at the dam. He's been dead for several years now. But rumors say he still lives.
That's not a but kind of situation. It's a despite kind of situation. So I really wish I could fight in the arena, but clearly I can't.
Go.
This sucks. I kind of wanted to hear more from the Legion. Kind of wanted to hear more from Caesar. I think he says more stuff if you destroy. Maybe I can do that. I don't know. Shut up, doggy. Let's see what the missions are right now. So we got to render onto Caesar. Yeah, that's why it needs to be deep into this. It's after I do this, he lets me. I kind of want to hear the I hear you knock. I want to do the I hear you knocking. I want to see what happens if I do that. No, but I want to figure out the Benny quest. Because there's a mission for Benny specifically. I'm going to go back to Mr. House. That's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to get Arcade with me. Is that a good idea? I don't know where... Oh, that's what I wanted to see. This is where Arcade has to go. Oh, but I can't. Arcade is weird. I think I looked it up. I think I did Benny's quest already. The one that said specifically to find Benny. So I don't need to kill Benny. I'm gonna save him. I'm gonna let him go. Oh, I don't think Mr. House wants him.
The camps are getting crowded.
But because I want to come back here, let's do something else. Hey, Benny. I'm not gonna be able to get you out of here. No, that's not how it goes. Hey, Benny. I'm not gonna be able to fight you in the arena. I think I need to help him a little bit until I have that option.
The new slave girls are quite beautiful.
Because he says specifically that we won't talk again until I do the quest for him. And I will not do the quest for him. So what... Let's just wait until we're out here. What I am gonna do...
Right behind you, boss.
is I am going to do the 2 missions that we got from the Legion. Oh, from people in the Legion. Find Martina Grosbeck. We're actually going to go... Actually, wait a minute. Bring the platinum chip to Mr. House. We probably should go back to Mr. House. Because I have the platinum chip now. Let's find out. And all of the missions are sort of up there. Because I need to go to the boomers and a bunch of other stuff. So, that's good enough. If you save him, he'll try and kill you again. That's even better! That's even better, Harry. It's the best story. He will die if he does that. Although he's an idiot. If he proves himself as an idiot. He's not too dumb, but he's pretty dumb. You know, if you know what I mean.
What?
What do you mean? I wasn't talking about you. There's just children over here who cannot fight. It's really weird that they can't fight. That they say, oh, they don't let me fight. There you go with all of that. That's not the exit. It's through here. All the crucified skeletons. I'm leaving, dude.
Caesar has permitted you to leave, but not with the platinum chip in your possession.
Oh?
Relinquish it, and you may go.
Never mind, I'm staying here.
Wale.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? That's not correct. Is it? Fast travel is currently unavailable from this location. Arrogant. Actually,
Awe.
Yeah, so...
Caesar has permitted you to leave.
Yes, here's this chip.
The guard at the weather station will return the chip to you when you are ready for Caesar's mission. Otherwise, we can return to Cottonwood Cove.
Yeah, that's the objective.
Very well.
So you retrieved your confiscated items on your way out of the fort. Everything is normal there. I'm sure there's another way of getting out of the fort without him complaining. But if the game is not programmed for that, then take the platinum chip back to back to Mr. House is not really gonna do anything. My dehydration level has increased. Not an issue. There's water right here. Lovely. Am I over encumbered? Yeah, something happened to my strength. I had 165. And now I don't have 165. I don't know what's going on with it. It's a bug. What the fuck? So I have 8 strength. How does that work? I think I have an option to change. It's bugged in. It's really well bugged. New Vegas carry weight. I'm gonna fix it. Go to the bunker and side of the house. I will, but I will do these quests before I do that, because I've never done them. They don't seem to lock me out of the house quests. And if they do, I'm not gonna do them. So carry weight in Fallout. Fallout New Vegas. Oh, screw you. That's a lie. 150 plus strength times 10? That is such a lie. That is such a lie. I think it's because of the hardcore. What the heck? How did that get up there? Look at that. Why is it 145? I have saves that I can load. I'll figure it out. Just really weird. Vault 11, lower level. Works for me. Because I have this very equipment. 165. Do you know what I mean? I have 8. Okay, I take the armor. It's 165. I know what I mean. Oh, it bugged out immediately. I know what it is. I have a, It bugged out immediately, but we don't worry about that. I have a Delilah's backpack thing. That's why. It's still bugged, but we don't know why. Like, cause like the moment, like it keeps showing the wrong thing. Come on. It's because I'm not using Delilah's bag. Finally, that's why. There we go. Now, we have a lot of things to do. And we are gonna do them. So, naturally not the quest for Mr. House, but a finger of suspicion. I've never ever seen this person. And we're gonna find out. Also, I think I should bring a different person with me to do houses, or to do the bunker. Quest marker is a piece of trash. There's enemies nearby.
Safe travel through Freeside.
There's no enemies nearby.
Watch out!
It is a thing that we're having to deal with. Hey. Oh.
Those cons got the hint.
I don't know why you guys are out here. Shut up. So it's Stugamo. Where the heck do I need to go even? Oh, I know where it is. It's in the freaking end of the strip. It's Vault 21. Well, specifically Vault 21. Yeah. It just shows me the wrong thing because the game hates me. And now it's crashing. Is it actually crashing, I wonder? Let's find out. Did it crash for good? You can't hear the soundtrack. I talk over it. No soundtrack for you. Yeah, it crashed for good. Wow. Wow. We have autosaves. That will save us. This game is very buggy today for some reason. I wonder why. Why could it be? Truth is, I never finished Fallout 3, says Arrogant. You are not missing much. It really isn't very good, honestly. The end mission is just boring as hell. It's such a meh storyline. Fallout 3 is very much just about, it's like Oblivion. It's Oblivion with guns, really. It's not about, like, the main quest. The main quest is just another quest. It's about the side quests. There's a lot of RPGs that are like that. I feel that Fallout 2 could be like that, but Fallout 2 isn't. The end of Fallout 2 is so involved that it really feels like something, you know? when you finish Fallout 2, it's like, it's really involved. So, let's go to Vault 21, the gift shop. I think I have some Vault suits as well. Hey.
Good to see you again.
It's been a while. Yeah, it's the suits, I think. Wait.
Okay, see you soon.
Do I not have a suit with me? I don't. Is it Eddie that has it? Eddie. Armored Vault 13 jumpsuit. That's not the one I want. Vault 19, Vault 3. Vault 34. I think so. Hey.
Good to see you again.
Yes. So, about... about the Vault gear.
You do? All right.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
And it's the same dialogue as before. So we gave over the Vault 3, the Vault 19, and the Vault 34. And I could swear I had some more, but we don't need to worry about that. Because these are not actually needed. Thanks, Eddie. Now, who do I need to talk to? They're down there, most likely, in the hotel. I stopped the main quest after Tenpenny and wondered. Tenpenny Towers, I think, is what you're referring to. Yeah, it doesn't get any better. There is one mission in the middle where you go into the past that's kind of memorable, because you go into the 50s. And it's also very telling of what Bethesda thinks of Fallout. I'd like to replay Fallout 2 again sometime. Absolutely. Make sure you play with the Restoration Project, because it's an amazing game. There's so much stuff to do. Still have another mission to do for that guy over here. It's this guy, I think. Hey.
Hey, it's you.
Yeah.
Till next round.
For sure. His girlfriend is sort of stuck in the hotel. Actually, it's in the casino. And I need to do that. Hopefully we won't need to go into the casinos today, because I am sort of delaying that. Speaking of which, Omerta thugs. You don't mind if I get in, do you?
I'm glad they don't let just any motherfucker through the gate. Freeside smells like shit.
Well, I guess that's it. Hey, Martina.
I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me. I'll stay out of trouble from now on.
Wait. What? I think the guards were supposed to be aggressive. And they're not. And so, because I only talked to her after I killed the guards because they are aggressive, she says this. What do you do around here?
I do odd jobs here and there, usually helping Sarah keep the vault tidy. I came to New Vegas to be a professional gambler. The professional part isn't working out so good. But I love gambling. So I'm here to stay on the strip until they kick me out.
Why were the Omertas out to kill you? I mean, they still are, but we don't talk about it.
I don't know. I mean, I may have overheard some things at Gomorrah that I passed on to the NCR. That's about it.
Yeah. You work with the NCR. It was the Legion who sent me to protect you.
No, you're wrong. I would never work with slavers. I only talked to Captain Curtis at McCarran.
Dangerous work.
Honestly, if I knew it would be like this, I would have never agreed to this. The NCR just wanted me to gamble and listen. It sounded too good to be true.
Yeah, so you're a spy.
No! Well, not really. I mean, I'm not listening
what a weird mission.
to wars or sneaking around or anything. People talk loud, and I just pay attention. The NCR likes to keep
That's what
tabs
spies
on the
do.
activities of the families, and they pay me good caps to hang around at the casinos and keep my ears open.
Okay, let's talk about something else now.
Okay.
Yeah, goodbye.
Goodbye.
I think I may have wanted to talk to these guys before. Raul, hang in there.
Find yourself a girl or a guy. Have some fun.
No, you're not in your casino, dude. This guy looks like he's the boss. Look at his face.
Hey, I just do what I'm told.
Oh, okay, he's not the boss.
This ain't your business. Walk off and forget you saw anything.
The Legion is watching out for this woman. Go ahead and cross them, I dare you.
Shit. Look, we're just following orders. We, need to take this up with the boss.
Okay, that's how you deal with them. Goodbye. And now...
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. They were going to kill me. I need to get out.
Dialogue comes the other way around.
This isn't what I signed up for.
Yeah. I think it sort of is, but, are you alright?
I'm still shaken up. I didn't even see them. They must have... If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here.
Mm-hmm. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
And that's the mission done.
I can't thank you enough for
And
all
she says the same as before, yeah. Really interesting that it's bugged like that. Because you don't need to talk to them before. Yeah, it's really weird. I guess I'll see you gents later. What's that door for? Inaccessible, I think. That is correct. Is that the exit? I think that's the exit. This vault is difficult to navigate. I believe it is the exit. It could be. It could not be. It is. That looks like an exit. Well, that was that. Sarah, you're gonna keep your help, I suppose. But we have another mission to do for the Legion before we inevitably kill them, I assume. I hear you knocking. Got a replacement firing mechanism for the Legion's howitzer with the boomers. Now, the boomers, they're gonna help me. Whatever I choose, they're gonna help me. Not anyone in particular. Any one faction in particular. So they should be fairly responsive to my advances in asking for a replacement mechanism. Hey, Pearl.
Hello, friend. How can Mother Pearl be of help today?
Are you and your people still ready to help in the upcoming battle at Hoover Dam?
We have our ears on the radio waves. When the fighting starts, you can count on our air support.
Okay, I'm looking for a howitzer firing mechanism.
You may find one in the workshop. You're a friend to the tribe, so I trust it will not find its way into the wrong hands.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not.
Bye.
Bye indeed. She's so sickly and old. But just specifically one saying bye. And I think the workshop is that place where I blew up everything before. It's all ready to blow up. Where is this? Is it here? In this gun cabinet? Combat armor, combat helmet. Yep, that's not bad at all. And howitzer firing mechanism. Hey Raul, look at what I have for you.
I'm sure you'll be fair and equitable, boss.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Look at you. Pretty badass. That machine is scary. I don't like it. So, this means, of course, we can't fast travel to the fort, can we? Apparently we can. I don't want to do that. I fear it might break all the world if I do it like that. Because the game is buggy as it is. This is a cool design. The special. I don't know how we get this armor in particular. And here we are. Still have missions to do here as well, obviously. Hey.
Awe, are you ready to travel to the fort?
Yes.
The trip will take a few hours.
That's fair enough. A big delight in every bite. Fancy lads. America's favorite snack rock? Oh, snack food.
By order of Caesar, all visitors must disarm and relinquish all banned items.
Yes.
Your belongings will be returned to you when you leave.
Yes. Your face will also be returned to you when I stop having that dialogue, because it's really weird and scary. And it was already weird and scary before. Speaking of weird and scary, I need to drink. Wait a minute. You got... What are you doing here?
So many tasks to attend to.
Cool. You're digging a trench? Your face. That's cool. That's really cool. I mean, not as a slave. Not that. What I mean is it's cool for the game to have that. Also, I have no idea what the trench is for. And also why he's digging. By himself. They clearly don't put too much effort into their engineering of this place. Then again, the natural defenses of the fort itself make it a really pretty powerful defensive position. But then again, when the airplanes come, they don't. It doesn't matter, because they're exposed. They can have all the lookouts they want.
Slaves aren't much of a challenge in the arena.
Yeah, neither is Benny, but I couldn't get Benny to join me in the arena. Maybe I will be able to do it now, although I doubt it. Digging is horrible. Yes, it is. A lot of people very bad and very sick. Hey. Idiot. Where the... Why are my companions weird? What are they doing?
Okay.
Okay, so let's find out what happens. Do I get to... Who do I need to talk to? Oh, I think I know who I need to talk to. To get the chip. And now I need food. It's a good opportunity for me to... Well, maybe it is a good opportunity for me to try my gecko kebab. I have a lot of them. Wow. That is super food. Tell you what. It's the best food in the game. Clearly. Light and delicious. So. Caesar.
We'll talk again when you've destroyed whatever is down in that bunker.
Bulbus.
Was there more for us to discuss?
Yes. A lot of them, in fact. I forgot about... Apparently there is. Tell me about the burned man.
Ah, yes.
I didn't realize he had so much stuff.
His true name. He was a shaman of some kind before he met Caesar, a holy man from out of the Utah. The burned man proved dangerous, unpredictable, and impossible to kill. He helped Caesar form the Legion, but almost led it to destruction.
What can you tell me about the legate?
To call Linnaeus ferocious would be an understatement. In battle, he seizes the enemy in his jaws and will not let go. He thinks nothing of suffering losses, so long as the enemy suffers more. Though unsubtle, he is not dim. He detects traps and sets his own. Be glad you will not have to face his judgment. If you are true to Caesar.
It's a real shame that we don't see the Legate up until the end of the game. Because not only is he a very imposing character, and honestly, like, he could easily be the logo of the game, but he also is a very important character, so much so that a lot of the characters here in the Legion are constantly talking about him. But we just don't see him. It's easy for us to, who's this Legate? Because it's just a title. I don't remember his name, but you can easily disregard his existence until he shows up. Martina said she sold her information to Captain Curtis in the NCR.
I know the captain well. If you wish to be of service, go talk to him. Bear in mind that you are now responsible for guarding the secret of his true allegiance. If the NCR finds out, we'll know how that happened.
Oh. Yeah, I was able to convince the Omerta thugs that crossing the Legion was unwise.
Excellent.
I put a spell on
you. Had you simply killed them, the Omertas would have sent another group after Martina eventually. You've saved me the trouble of coming up with a more permanent solution. And Martina is free to go about her business as usual. Well done.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Goodbye, then.
Wale.
Before.
And now...
Yes. You have something to report?
Yes. About the howitzer. Who needed the howitzer?
Wale.
I don't know that person. Well, we don't really need to be too careful about that. I put a spell on you. I'll do that in a little bit. I need to install the replacement. Sorry. I'll be back. Or wherever I need to go. All these missions, I had no idea. Obviously, because I didn't do the Legion route. I wonder if it's possible to, like, do most of the Legion route and then do the NCR route. And then in the end still do the Mr. House, like, even if partially.
Hello.
Who said that? So, replace the firing mechanism. Inform Lucius. Who's Lucius? That's the guy in the back, right? Yes. The guy that was guarding Benny. In fact, I probably should have talked to him before talking to Caesar. Because he moved.
I didn't think anyone could kill an NCR Ranger in single combat.
Oh, yeah. Hey, Lucius.
Yes. You have something to report?
Absolutely. Your howitzer is operational.
Well done.
They never say the word. I can't pronounce it.
This will prove useful in the coming battle against the NCR. The NCR, they can use their snipers. And this time, we'll be waiting for them.
I'm sure you will.
Wale.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's not say that too often. And now I'm accepted by the Legion. Folks have come to accept you for your helpful nature. That doesn't sound like what the Legion would accept me for. At all. But it is in this case. Okay, so first off, I need to go to the NCR. I wonder what would happen if I did that mission with Boone. He probably would freak out. He probably would actually shoot me and try to kill me if I did it in any way related to the Legion. But the important thing is...
Right behind you, boss.
I still don't have the Platinum chip, which I believe is the reason... No, I don't know if it is the reason or not why I can fast travel out of here. Either way, we have a mission, and we'll do it. I put a spell on you. See if you can assist Captain Curtis in his operation at Camp McCarran. Really? Well, I can't fast travel, so we need to go through the front. I will also quick save over here, because I think... I'm not 100% sure what this mission is. If it's the blow up the train mission, which it might be. Then what do I want to do? I want to delay if it's that one, how am I gonna proceed? I don't know how I'm gonna proceed.
The camps are getting crowded.
I don't know how I'm gonna do this. The gecko kebab heals for days. Hey.
Awe, are you ready to return to Cottonwood Cove?
Yes.
Very well.
And I got my stuff. Good. So yeah, I really don't want to... I don't know. I kind of want to do the... I don't know. It's kind of... I kind of want to do a mixture of Legion and NCR missions. Because clearly I'm not siding with the NCR for a lot of things so far. They really don't like me a lot of the time. At the beginning of the game, they issued an ultimatum that they would be aggressive towards me. And now we can fast travel to Camp McCarran. So I wondered if I can fast travel into the fort rather than obviously not being able to fast travel out of the fort. So it's in there. Fleshwoe, thank you very much for the bits. Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Welcome. And thank you very much. You're very generous. Thank you. We can hear the monorail making noise. Hello, everybody. Who do I need to talk to? Somebody who's below us. That's who I need to talk to. I don't know where they are. I really wish I had water around. I do have some water. Behind this door? Excuse me. Hi. I was gonna say, you really don't want to talk to me. Ronald Curtis.
Nice to meet you. I'm Curtis.
Yes. What do you do here?
Officially, I'm in charge of Bravo Company.
Interesting.
But since General Oliver has Bravo, and has most of the forces garrisoned, I'm free to do other things. So I work with Colonel Shu on logistics. Patrol, supply lines.
Oh, I thought he was gonna do that.
That sort of thing.
I thought he was gonna do that.
Lately, it's been less about that, and more about figuring out how that information is getting leaked out to raiders. It's a big base with a lot of unhappy soldiers. They get stir-crazy. Hard to separate the malcontents from the actual culprit.
Huh. For sure. And he's a character where only two options show up if you're not doing the mission for the Legion. The what do you do here and the goodbye. And the what do you do here is basically him being a bold-faced liar. I know who you are. I'm working for the Legion too.
Christ, keep it down.
Christ.
Blow the whole thing.
Christ, keep it down.
We've worked years for this. Maybe it's good you're here. She knows about the leaks and I'm supposed to find the spy for him. At first I couldn't believe my luck. But since I haven't produced results, for obvious reasons, I feel him looking at me differently now. Maybe he's just thinking about putting someone else in charge. Either way, it's bad for me.
I think I remember doing the mission where I kill him.
This part goes down.
I think I remember doing the mission where I killed him. If you talk to General Shu. How many years have you been on this assignment?
Took me 3.5 years just to make captain. Usually takes 4, and I made sure there was an early vacancy.
That's a bad thing to do. You cannot do a pause between un and early.
Set me long before we moved to occupy.
Because it should be a early vacancy.
And now,
not un.
All my
it's very clear that you're reading something.
All the waiting is about to pay off.
What next part?
If you haven't noticed, the NCR bolsters its presence on the strip from here. Sends troopers on the monorail in shifts. The monorail lets them occupy 2 positions for the price of 1. It's immune to raiders and other hindrances on the ground. If someone were to cut that line, both positions would be...
It is the bombing one.
Fragile. They know this, and they watch it like hawks. But I've been here a long time. I've learned everything there is to know about it. and I'm going to blow up that train.
If you're going to blow it up, what do you need my help for?
I told you. I think they're starting to
Fleshwell,
suspect me.
thank you very much.
You're gonna help me.
Currently playing Planescape Torment. Yeah, Planescape Torment's amazing.
On that train. I won't be anywhere near that train, and witnesses will see that. Then, we'll pin this on a scapegoat.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
I'd planned on disappearing after this operation. It'd be a matter of time before they traced it to me. Figured out I was a Frumentarius. With your help, maybe I can stay on after all. Make plans for something grander.
So you're watching my current, or you're currently watching my Planescape Torment. I'm sorry that the ending is a little bit of a bad thing, because I didn't do a very good job at the ending. Or rather, my choices didn't lead to the most interesting ending. Yeah, it was my first time through the game. For all things considered, not having played that game for 20 years, it was a real, no, not 20 years, almost 20 years, but it was a real sort of big hole. It was a big hole in my RPG portfolio of games that I had played. So yeah, I definitely had a lot of fun with it. There was definitely some highlights. I wish there weren't as much combat though. There's a lot of combat in that game. I think I cut out a lot of it as well. Because, like, I could easily make... I think there was, like, one part of the game that had, like, 5 or 6 episodes straight of just fighting. I remember cutting it out. I don't know if it was, like, in the underworld. I mean, everything is in the underworld in that game. The scapegoat isn't me, is it?
I wouldn't do that. Unless I didn't have better options, anyway. And I do.
Tell me what I need to do.
I have the explosive stashed in a trash can. You'll find it near the ticketing counter along with some incriminating documents. You'll pick them up and make your way upstairs to the monorail terminal. They change the guard there at 0900 and 1800 hours. There'll be a small window where there's no one guarding the train.
What do I do when I'm at the train?
Put the bomb in one of the vents inside the train. You'll need to look towards the back wall. It's at the joint that connects the cars. Arm it, and get out of there. I've also left some bomb ingredients in there with the explosives. Take those to the footlocker of a private Crenshaw. Crenshaw's a problem child. Lots of run-ins with his superiors. It'll be easy for them to believe he's working for the Legion.
Is that everything?
Report him to Colonel Shu. Do that, and you'll be free and clear. Oh, and Crenshaw should be dead before you report him. Don't leave any chance for him to deny the bombings. Just say he pulled a gun on you. I've got him on guard duty. He'll be patrolling the tarmac just inside the south gate. And I reassigned the other guard, so he should be alone.
So where do I find his footlocker?
His footlocker's in the barracks in the main concourse.
Okay, it's kind of complicated. It's really complicated, but it makes sense. This is a pivotal moment in the NCR. I'm gonna do something that is likely very ambitious. Understood. I'll go and pick up the explosives.
Good. Try to plant the explosives quietly if you can. It'll make both our lives easier.
Gentleman Junkie,
first things first.
Welcome to the stream.
Go offer your services.
Thank
to
you for
Colonel
subscribing
Shu.
again.
Tell him you'll
as
work
always
independently to find the leak. He's running out of options. He'll accept, unless you give him a reason not to. If he doesn't, then don't be surprised if you're the new scapegoat. Just don't fuck this up.
Started playing Torment Sides of Numenera and then learned there was Planescape Torment, so started playing that first. They are not related. Well, the setting is written by the same person, Monty Cook. Monty Cook, I think, is the name of the writer. And they're obviously done by different people. Chris Avallone, though, wrote for both games and wrote more of Planescape Torment than he did of Torment Tides of Numenera. But they're not the same setting at all. They're just settings by the same people. Where can I find Private Crenshaw again? No, I did it. Okay. Goodbye then.
See you later.
So here's what I'm gonna do. Raul, you're not gonna tell anybody about what you saw here today. Because what... Oh, sorry, I just bumped into the ball. What I'm about to do is I'm gonna get Boone. Where the freaking hell? We're gonna get Boone, and we're gonna do missions for the NCR. Because I think it's better that way. That way those two missions coincide, and we can see both of them at the same time. And of course I'm gonna betray the NCR. I think that's the last mission for the NCR as well.
Where to, partner?
Never been a big fan of gangs like the Fiends, boss. I'm glad they're gone.
Yes, I killed them all. That's true. Yeah. See you later.
Good call.
Yeah.
Hey.
Don't worry. You're gonna be fine. So, you're here. Where's Boone? Boone is here, right? She's just looking at the dog. Boone is here. I know he's here. Veronica. If they have power armor, it's hard to know who they are. Hey, Boone.
If there's one thing I won't tolerate, it's working with some dog of the Legion. You've got some explaining to do.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry about that. It's, I'm infiltrating the organization. I have to gain their trust.
If you want me to stick around, that ends now. I don't care what the reasons are. I will not help the Legion. Ever. Got it?
Very... Yeah, Yes. Absolutely.
All right. But we better not have to have this talk again.
Don't worry. We're definitely not.
Is it time?
Yes.
I'm ready when you are.
Okay. So, didn't mean to take my arms out, don't worry. So, then obviously I have my power fist. It's not my power fist, it's my pushy. It's number 1. There we go. So, now that we have Boone, we're going to do... Yeah, see you later, Veronica. Hi.
High rollers, sweet.
That's where we are. I need to get out of here. To the casino floor.
Casino floor.
So we're going to do missions for the NCR. We're going to go to Camp McCarran. We, of course, have done a lot of missions for the NCR already. But specifically... inside the... No, let's just wait a little bit. I have them both Torment games on PC, but for some reason I enjoy playing them on PS4. Yeah, they suit the consoles well because it's turn-based. You know, it's not very complicated. It's not like a shooter or anything where it's kind of complicated to or maybe complicated to control with a controller. We're gonna do missions for the NCR here in the terminal because we haven't really talked to many people in here, and certainly not to Colonel Shu or whatever, General Shu. I don't know. But there was one thing that I was really interested in. My dehydration level has increased. That was one thing that I was really interested in. What?
The Ranger vets are on their way from Baja. Never seen one before.
I haven't
heard they chew nails and spit napalm.
I don't think I've seen one of them either. He pointed over here. He pointed me over here. But I don't think this is the way. To the Mojave Wasteland. This is the outside world. I think this is actually the where the monorail is. It's gonna be fun. It is where the monorail is. Very important for me to know. We can take the monorail to the Strip. I think this takes us back, or takes us up to, well, where the NCR, not Enclave, but that their places where all the people are and all that. So, that's not where I want to go. I want to go because they have a prisoner. And I sort of said, no, don't talk to me about that. I can come back later. And I will. I mean, now is later. And of course, I need to learn this fucking map. It's a nightmare. It's here, I think. Excuse me.
Boyd's in there with a prisoner right now.
Right.
Boy, is she pissed.
Yeah. Excuse me. Hi.
You stick out like a sore thumb around here. You sure you're in the right place?
Yeah, I thought, didn't I talk to you before? Who are you?
Not big on reading name tags, huh?
Laura Bailey, that's who you
My
are.
name is long and difficult to pronounce.
Oh, thought you was.
Ready for it? It's Boyd. Lieutenant Boyd to my friends. Colonel Shu has me handling the policing duties for the base. I've told him he could make my job a whole lot easier if he would just let me shoot anyone who talks back to me. But you know how colonels can be.
I absolutely do. I absolutely do. I think you need some help, I think.
Yeah, so far this has gone exactly as expected. Poorly. But with the work you've done for NCR already, you might be just what I've been looking for. We captured an honest-to-God Centurion of Caesar's Legion recently.
No, is that a big deal?
Better believe it.
I don't think it is.
Everybody in Caesar's Legion, from Caesar on down, will kill themselves before they can be captured. They're so twitchy they'd probably do it if you reached out to hug them. But here's this guy, who's an elite commander in their army, and he just gives himself up, even as his men are slitting their own throats around him.
What do you think it means?
Well, I don't know about you, but to me that sounds like a man who's willing to cooperate. Except he hasn't. Only times he speaks up are to insult you. He's a real prick, by the way. And I'm supposed to get information out of this guy.
Have you tried calling him hurtful names?
Yes, and one time I thought I saw a tear when I told him his uniform was unflattering. But I think he just got some dust in his eye.
Yeah, why don't you just beat your prisoner senseless?
I like the way you think. Have I said that yet? Problem is that the NCR frowns on using that sort of tactic. There are some restrictions still in place from President Tandy's administration. But here's my favorite thing about you. You're not in the NCR. Plus, for all this guy knows,
I'm in the Legion.
Completely insane.
Not really.
That's a winning combination.
So you want me to do what you can't?
I think if you rough him up enough and really put some fear into him, he'll sing like a choir boy. So let's do this. When you're ready, I'll go in and give you a little intro. Then I leave the room and you make him regret the day he was born. We go back and forth a couple times until either he talks or he can't move his jaw anymore. Either way, we've had our entertainment for the day.
Okay, let's get started.
That's the spirit. Okay, I'll go in and have a word with him. Then I'll call you in.
Sounds good.
Long time no see, Silus.
Lieutenant, I was just thinking about you.
That's so.
I was just thinking about that pretty neck of yours.
How sweet.
I was thinking about how it would look with a Legion slave collar on it.
I'll pass.
Do you know what I love about our slave collars, Lieutenant?
If you love them, maybe you should try one on.
I love how tightly they fit. I train my men to make
I
sure
thought they
the
blew up.
slave's flesh bulges a bit around the top and bottom. Know why?
It's all the rage in fashion circles?
Not quite. If you fit it just right, their body never gets used to the feeling of wearing it. It cuts in just enough when they swallow or turn their head to remind them who they belong to. And it's that constant reminder that keeps them docile.
In that case, maybe you'd better save the collar you were gonna give me.
Oh? For whom?
For a friend of mine you're about to meet. My friend isn't very docile.
And who is this friend of yours?
You know all the rules the NCR instituted to protect enemy prisoners of war?
Of course.
My friend doesn't. Oh, and Silus? If you resist at all, I'll personally blow your brains out. Come on in, he's all yours. I'll be back in a bit to see how you're getting along. And I'll need you to surrender your weapons before you go in. You can pick them up from the locker on your way out.
Yeah, I need to open that.
Let's finish this up, then we can talk.
Okay. Hey. think my companions are on the other side, dude. Okay, well, I don't know how this is gonna turn out, but I have a power fist, and you really don't want to meet it. So let's see what this is gonna do. Hey.
What an ugly little worm you are. What pile of excrement did the lieutenant pluck you from, worm?
I'm with the Legion. I'm here to kill you before you talk.
You're nothing. You're some inept mercenary the NCR is paying to supplement its own incompetent soldiers.
Ooh, okay. What the heck is any of this? Legum servi sumus. We are both slaves to Caesar's law, and you are in violation. I pose as a mercenary to go inside the walls. Yeah, let's go with the second one. Legum servi sumus. We are both slaves to Caesar's law, and you are in violation.
No, listen. Caesar's secrets are safe with me. I stayed alive because Caesar would have wanted it. I'm useless to him dead.
You're a danger to him alive. Your knowledge threatens him.
I've told them nothing. They've gotten nowhere. I'm a Centurion, for Christ's sake. I deserve his trust.
Caesar's laws are absolute. He does not grant exceptions.
You have to let this go. I'll disappear. No one will ever see me again. That was always the plan in the first place.
So in addition to treason, you're also a deserter.
No, that's not what I meant. Lieutenant, this man is trying to kill me. He's not who you think he is.
Don't say it out loud. Hey.
All that shouting. Honestly, Celus, you get free room and board. The least you could do is be a good guest.
Lieutenant, this man is an agent of the Legion on a mission to kill me.
I'm not.
My, we have an active imagination today, don't we?
Yeah, yes.
Think about it. Is it worth the risk? You need what I know.
Well, it sounds like the two of you are becoming fast friends.
It'll be your head if I die, Lieutenant. You'll be disgraced.
You know what? I think you're right, Celus.
Of course I'm right.
Except, I don't care. Because it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it to never have to hear you say another word, Celus. Carry on.
Lieutenant!
Nope.
You don't have to do this.
Did you honestly believe you could escape death?
If I'd killed myself, then I would have been murdering one of Caesar's greatest soldiers. Either choice is a betrayal of the Legion, as I see it. I've done everything Caesar ever asked of me, and this is how I am repaid. With assassination.
Oh, I see.
Ambushed countless NCR patrols and wiped them out so that our operatives could move freely. I waited for him to dispatch us for 3 days, never questioning why the headaches he complained of would hinder his ability to command.
Headaches? That's really interesting.
I haven't breathed a word about the officer we planted here. He continues to radio intelligence to Caesar's camp nearly every night. I've proven my loyalty. All you're doing is killing a loyal soldier. If that's Caesar's policy, then I say his empire will crumble.
Your loyalty is commendable. Actually, let's not say that. If his empire falls, it'll probably be because his Centurions are so gullible.
What? What do you mean?
You've been tricked, Celus. I'm working with the NCR. I just got you to talk.
No, you slimy bastard. Nothing I've said will change the outcome for you. No force can hold back the tide of the Legion. This camp...
This is interesting. This is an interesting turn of events.
Burn.
Did I do it? I did it. Is she coming in? She's off.
Get away from me.
Well, I suppose I will. Where's the locker? I don't know. I don't think I lost anything. Just the pushy that I need. Yep. Hey, I did it.
You did well. I don't know how you did it without putting a scratch on him, and I'm a little disappointed personally, but it saved the NCR some face. And it could save us more than that when all is said and done. I'm gonna talk to some people when we're through here. This is about double the standard fee we'd give a consultant, but from what I saw, you're more of an artist. so think of this as your commission.
Have you noticed anything suspicious lately, by the way?
Now, what kind of MP would I be if I didn't notice anything suspicious? I've had soldiers go AWOL, break-ins, thefts, you name it.
Who's missing?
Well, there's Anders. He's a ranger. That one's not suspicious so much as worrisome. He left on a dangerous assignment. Colonel Shu sent him out. Now I think he feels guilty not having any way to check up on him.
Anders. We've met an Anders before. What else can you tell me about him?
I don't know him very well myself. I seem to remember that he was the man to call on if you needed someone to get in and get out quietly.
I don't remember where he was.
Colonel Shu would really be the person to talk to.
Yes, I will do that. What about the break-ins?
Maybe break-in isn't the right word. We didn't find signs of forced entry, but I've had reports of someone sneaking into the control tower at night. It's probably just a meeting spot for a steamy military base love affair. Kids today. But it bothers me that they didn't break in. It means they have an access code. Most soldiers around the base don't have that.
Would you be willing to give me the control tower access key so I could check it out?
Sure, if you want to investigate. It's not like there's anything to steal up there. Just a bunch of old communications equipment. If you can find out any more, I'd be interested to hear it. There's something about this I really don't like. And if I weren't tied up here, I'd be staking it out personally.
You also said there have been some thefts?
Not the kind of things you like to see go missing. No witnesses yet. I've got my money on Sergeant Contreras, who's supposed to be in charge of distribution, the little weasel. But he's too slick to let anyone catch him doing it. We've searched his possessions 12 times. Nothing.
I'll keep an eye out for the missing supplies.
Good. The more guns you can recover, the more I'll be able to use to shoot Contreras for being inept.
Sounds good. I'll see you later.
Yep. See you around.
Well, that went really nicely. He doesn't even say anything. I am kind of concerned. Speaking of which, you need to follow me, right? Yeah. You're not following me? Interesting, you are. Either way, I am kind of concerned that I might not be able to do the bombing for the Legion and still keep Boone in my party. So hopefully I'll do Boone's side quest somehow and then do that part for the Legion. I'm really not sure how his side quest works. We've been around here a little bit before. MP confiscated goods trunk. We don't really need it. So we're not going to open it. Ooh, good water. Lovely. And that's going to be that for this stream. I think I'm doing an interesting order of events here. I really don't know how it's going to go. Basically, my problem is that the mission that I'm at with the Legion is going to blow up the NCR, and the last mission of the NCR is to stop the blowing up of the Legion. It's sort of the same as the Powder Gangers with the NCR, so I kind of want to do the same thing. It all has to do with things blowing up, but although the Powder Gangers didn't blow anything out up in their last mission, it was the NCR that did, because they blow up the side entrance to the prison complex. Anyway, that's gonna be that for tonight. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had fun. It is very late for me, but that is how I stream on Saturdays. I start streaming at 11 GMT and I end at 2 a.m. GMT. So thank you so much for joining me. I will see you again in 3 days' time, which is Tuesday, 1 hour earlier than today, 10 p.m. GMT. Thank you so much. Have a good night. Stay safe. Bye-bye.